I love Klein and Alley, you little bitch.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Good morning, everybody.
The Klein and Alley Show, that's what you are. Unforgettable, that's what you are.
Whoa, sweet David Snake, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Alley Show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Look at me.
Sometimes I need a good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go. Yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
The Klein and Alley Show.
Oh, my God.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show. Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show. I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
Meow. Meow.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, welcome to your Monday on KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show, back in your ear holes for another 4+ hours together. My name's Klein, that is Alley.
Hello?
DJ Omar Khan right there.
Morning.
The audio sniper. You got Jake the Nerd. In the back room, Postmaster Johnny and Vanessa taking the calls. 800-520-1067. Important numbers. You'll need them today, as we will be giving one trip away and then announcing another one today. If you're on a current standby boarding list to travel to Paris, France, and see Tame Impala, we will give that trip away in less than an hour, and then we will announce where you're heading to next. It's another amazing international destination with another amazing KROQ band. And
Goodbye to one destination and hello to another.
place your bets on the text line. Get your predictions in. Not that it will help you, but perhaps if you're able to put together the right band and the right destination, the odds will be in your favor when we start getting your name on that standby boarding list. That'll be happening later. Plus, we'll be getting you to the top of Bear Mountain as KROQ storms Bear Mountain this Saturday. Free performance, Jacob's Castle, and you will get to go to that as well. And I think that we're also going to give away... are we giving away those Gorillas tickets tonight at Palladium, or did we already do that?
We did that on Friday.
We're not giving those tickets away. Forget what I just said a moment ago. But Gorillas back for show number 2 at Palladium tonight. Will they be wearing my coat? Who knows? Jake said he was there last night. Didn't even see Jamie on stage at all, but said it was a hell of a show. So if you're going to Gorillas tonight, Palladium, be on the lookout for my jacket.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at you. You look great in that coat.
Look at me. I got a jacket.
Yeah, it's very funny. So, there's been quite a few messages, actually, about the jacket on the GOAT line, which I don't think it's worthy of us spending any more time talking about, Allie, but there's...
I just think it's funny how devastated you are about it and how you really want that jacket back.
I mean...
Did you find it? I know you were looking on eBay.
I did find a used version of the jacket on one of those Depop or something.
Oh,
one of
okay.
those. So I may rebuy the jacket.
Hey guys, Chris from Long Beach calling in. Just listening to the podcast, and I caught Klein saying at about 6:45 into it, I've been very violated by gorillas, and I happened to yell, "Pull that clip" in my car. So, guys, do with it what you will. We did it.
All right, well, that's just one call about it. Then there's this one, which really hurts a little more, Allie.
Hey, Corn, how's it going, mate? My name is Stretchfelder. I'm located out here in Great Britain. I just saw your jacket on offer up, mate. The guy from the Gorillas is selling it in offer up.
Great.
I just bought it for $13.
$13.
Just wanted to tell you thank you for your jacket.
Right.
You dumb bitch.
Thank you. The guy from Gorillas is selling my jacket on offer
That's
up.
nice, Klein, because you're
$13.
funding their next album.
That's all that matters.
You're helping
Thank
the
you.
For your
Gorillas.
jacket. You dumb bitch.
Thank you. Very uplifting. I really appreciate that. So there you have
Hey,
it.
I think it went to a good cause.
That's right.
It's better on him than you.
I agree. That's one thing we can all agree on. Lots to get into this morning. If you need us, the phones will be open all show long, so you're more than welcome to join us. to call, to text. We're streaming live on YouTube right now as well. Join the always welcoming NetBanger community. And we are streaming so you can look at the show, you can listen to the show, or you can just passively ignore us as background noise. We don't care. It's KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
Later this morning, we will continue our in-depth undercover investigation as to how much of a scam Krispy Kreme is, and can you just go in there and say anything, get a free donut. Jake was in there over the weekend, and here's what he said. We'll let you know later on if it was successful.
Hi. I'm here for the free Super Saturday donut.
So once again, a completely made-up thing that we're convinced that no one can keep track of all the promotions there. So we'll see if he was successful in getting the free Super Saturday donut at Krispy Kreme.
You know, I actually heard that they are coming out with a new donut at Krispy Kreme.
Sure, it's free.
It's
whatever
a
it is.
collab with Oreo,
the
other place that can't stop coming up with new flavors and doing new releases.
That one I could see them trying to charge for, though, because that's the theory, is that they do get you in there with all sorts of free donuts, because then you'll see the Oreo one and be like, you know what?
Totally got that one already.
So I'm sure that people like Jake are getting a free donut, munching on that thinking donut, and then you say, oh, I'm going to get the new Oreo donut.
That's good.
We'll release the footage from this trip because Jake was wearing the Meta glasses, and the funny thing about this particular one, regardless of how it panned out for him, is that the person that he went to seemed so unhappy to see him. I mean, really, I've never seen someone seem less happy to see. Is this someone that you've gotten free donuts from before, or is this your first time encounter with this person?
This is my first time with that person.
Okay, yeah. She seemed to hate you.
Even the way she took out the little paper that donuts go in.
Yep.
There was like a disdain when taking it out, but it won't translate very well on the radio because she doesn't talk much.
No, she doesn't. But boy, does she seem angry.
She says a lot with her silence.
We'll take a listen. It's day number 4 or 5 of our undercover investigation as to exactly what scam is going on at Krispy Kreme. Jake attempting to get another free donut, and we have video that we'll throw up on the Instagram as well. If you're not following along there, recommend you check out all parts of the show so that it makes perfect sense for you. If you'd like an easy $100 to start your week, I don't see why you wouldn't. Mondays are usually Allie's worst day of the week. Someone actually did the math, and they said that Allie is most likely to lose. Allie knows the news on a Monday as opposed to any other day of the week. So you have your best chance of winning right now if you call 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news. Do better than Allie and watch her be forced to pay you $100 cash.
I also do pretty badly when I'm on a hot streak. Because I buckle under the pressure.
Yep.
You know, see all those Olympians that are like, oh, my God, it's their moment. Don't mess it up. And then they don't, and they get a gold. And I think every time I would have failed miserably.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't do well with pressure.
Allie's kind of like the quad god.
Yes.
In this particular case.
I related hard to him. I would have been crying in fetal position.
And even though there's only 2 contestants in this round of Allie Knows the News, she easily could finish an 8th. So if you'd like in, call us now at 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news. Then we get into the complete show we have in store for you. It's a good one today. So go nowhere. Win your money next.
Klein Alley Show. World famous. 106.7 KROQ. KROQ.
5 questions, $100 every morning around this time. You get to battle Allie. She's putting together the A.D.D news right now, which you'll hear later this morning on the show. But is she aware of what's actually going on in the world? Can she remember any of this important information, or is she even covering the same stories? She has no idea what these questions will be. And yes, there's been a lot of conspiracy theories. People always accuse us of shenanigans around here, but Allie has lost thousands of dollars of her own money to people just like you.
Yeah, and you have written them down. You were just writing them down.
Yep.
And I see them there on the paper, but I cannot read a word because I cannot read your writing.
My handwriting is so atrocious that even if Allie were to see my piece of paper, she would have no idea what the questions or the answers are. And that is just one more layer that we put into the program to make sure that it is very much on the level and fair for you, the player.
You can barely decode it.
Most of the times, there's about 1 or 2 questions I can't even read. Kurt in Chino Hills, good morning. You ready to battle Allie for her $100?
Let's go, Allie.
All right. I love the confidence. Allie will leave the KROQ studios as she sequesters herself out there in the halls where she is forcing coworkers to make small talk with her. And your round will officially begin right now.
Allie Knows the News.
All right. Sad news. The oldest one of these in all of Los Angeles was robbed at 4:22 a.m. This is the oldest one of these. Robbed, 4:22 a.m. What was broken into at 4:22 a.m.?
Oldest restaurant.
the oldest restaurant in L.A. We go to question number 2. Earthquake last night struck the coast of L.A. County. What was the official magnitude of the quake that created the rumble?
4.2.
4.2. Write that down. Go to question number 3. DQ, Dairy Queen, has collabed with this sports team for a new shake. What is the sports team that DQ collabed with for a brand new shake?
Seahawks.
The Seahawks. All right, everyone loves to get in on the champs while they're still relevant. Go to question number 4. And here we go. Former contestant of this reality show has been accused of murdering his wife.
Real Housewives.
And finally, question number 5. This movie reigns supreme at the box office. I know most people were watching Olympics, but if you made it to the theater, there's a good chance you were watching this. Which movie won the box office this weekend?
Oh, Goat.
Goat. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. See how you do. Like the answers were quick, confident, but were they accurate? We shall score together and find out. Allie, you're battling Kurt. Once again, he wants your money. I don't blame him.
Okay.
Who doesn't want to get paid by Allie bright and early on a Monday morning? Go to question number 1. Allie, the oldest one of these was robbed at 4:22 a.m. Oldest one of these in all of Los Angeles was broken into and robbed at 4:22 a.m. What was it?
The oldest, let's say, broken into. Oldest diner?
Oh, he said restaurant as well. Diner variation. Sadly, not too far from this radio station, only about a mile away. The oldest toy store in all of Los Angeles, which is right there at the original farmers market.
Kids or adults?
Kip's Toy Store was broken into at 4:22, and apparently what they wanted was Lego sets. They stole a bunch of Lego sets. So those are apparently high-ticket resale items, and sad news if you've ever been to the farmers market or the Grove, but Kip's was broken into and robbed at 4:22 a.m. No one gets the point. We move to question number 2. A Sunday night earthquake shook the coast of L.A. County. What was the magnitude of said earthquake?
Yes, I heard about this. 3.8?
He said 4.2. Correct answer, it was a 3.5 rumbler. Omar says that doesn't even count as a rumbler. But Allie closer, but no one gets the point because no one got it right. So we move on to question 3, still tied up 0-0. Dairy Queen has collabed with this sports team for a brand new shake. They have collaborated with what sports team for a brand new shake?
Seems like a Clippers thing.
Clippers thing. He said Seahawks coming straight off of the Super Bowl win, but you guys weren't thinking smart enough because the Savannah Banana Split Shake
cool.
is coming to Dairy Queen, and as you know, we're all going to be at a Savannah Bananas game next month. But
are we? I thought you were out.
I'm in, baby. Who's out? Am I out? Someone's out.
Someone is out.
Anyway, we go to question.
Here.
You're in? All right. Kurt's in. We go to question number 4. I know. It's it tied up 0-0 as we go to question 4. A former contestant of what reality show has now been accused of murdering his wife?
God dang. I saw this too, and I can't remember.
Big story.
Yes, it is. Well, you know, the other reality star news, that's the one I was thinking of. God, we're accused of killing wife. How about American Idol?
That is the correct answer, Allie, with a guess. Nice. She pulled it. He said Real Housewives, and that's a good guess as well, but sadly the answer is American Idol contestant. And finally, with up by 1, final question. This movie reigned supreme at the box office, bringing in the most amount of money this past weekend. Which movie sat on top of all the rest?
Goat.
He said Goat as well. The correct answer is Goat. Winner of the box office. They got my money this weekend. And Kurt, you put in a decent effort. Sadly, Allie beat you. What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
Allie, you know the news better than me. Congratulations.
All right.
And I want my Savannah Banana Shake.
All right, hold on. Let's see if we can get that man a Savannah Banana Split Shake.
That sounds delicious, actually.
Does sound damn tasty. DQ, is there anything you can't do? Empire of the Sun on KROQ. Good morning.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
Instant panic panic is a terrible feeling to have, and it happens to all of us when we misplace our phone, even just for a few seconds. Sometimes you spend a lot of time looking for it, only to realize that you're using the flashlight from your phone to look for your phone, and it was in your hand the whole time. But when you actually do misplace your phone, lose your phone, there is a moment where it hits you, and you go, that sucks for so many reasons. All of the things I'll have to do, all of the places I'll have to go just to try to fix this situation is going to take up hours.
And you know this feeling well. How many times a month do you think you lose your phone?
Well, it's daily, not monthly.
Oh.
But I would say at least once a day I've convinced myself I've lost my phone and I'll never see it again.
Yeah, and there's a different feeling with losing it in the house versus losing it out in the wild.
In the wild is a whole different situation.
It's
back of an Uber, wherever.
Back of an Uber is the worst.
Sometimes this guy.
I remember chasing an Uber one time because I knew I had left my phone in there, and I was like, I'm never going to see it again.
I called the guy one time because, they give you that number. You can still call the person. And I called him like 9 times in a row to try to track down my phone that I knew was there. And he finally got to the point, he goes, I don't have your phone. Stop calling me. And I was like, I know you have it.
Good luck.
I know you have my phone. Why are you saying stop calling me?
Yeah, it's a vulnerable situation. And then you also have to hope that there are still good people in the world that can collect and turn in your phone, which was the case with me. Because I was driving around with my kid doing a few errands, and one of them was Target, because that has to be part of your errands when you have a kid. I was picking up the game Twister, Klein, if you've never heard of it.
Oh, well aware of Twister.
Oh, yeah. Just thought, hey, it's time for some Twister.
Twister has never been a move where someone has decided, I need to go out and buy Twister. It's usually an impulsive purchase where you walk by, you're like, oh, remember that thing? I used to be fun drunk at college.
We were like, oh, my God, remember Twister?
So you actually left the house with the plan of going out and buying Twister?
Yeah. Well, there was a few different things that I was going to do, but yes,
wow.
That was one of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I went to Target just to get Twister, and I left, of course, with $100 worth of stuff. But the original thing was just to buy $15 Twister. So I had a shopping cart, even though I only had one item planned, because I knew I was going to get more. Then get in the car, leave, go to a different place, went to a new grocery store, which is a very disorienting experience. I went and checked out. I checked out, paid, got to my car, and then I was about to text my wife to say we're on our way home and realized I did not have my phone. And then I started reaching, you start panicking and going, oh, my God. And then I started pinging my phone with my watch because, Johnny, that's why moms have Apple Watches. It's just so we can find our phones.
It's the main reason.
It's the main reason.
And counting the steps. You got to count the steps, look for the phone.
The steps and the phone.
Right.
Then I realized that it has that little red picture of a phone with a line through it.
Oh, man. I know that.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, Apple Watch, how could you do this to me?
Right.
Isn't one of the only things you're supposed to do is let me know that I'm no longer connected to my phone? That's... The watch is the insurance for the phone. That's why I don't buy Apple Care, is because it's supposed to just say, hey, you're away from your AirPods, you're away from your phone, figure it out. It didn't tell me anything. And I realized that I have left it probably in the shopping cart at Target. And I was a cart returner. I put the cart back in its little cart place. Not at the front of the store, but in one of the little lanes within the parking lot. So I was like, okay, in 30 minutes' time, has anybody stolen it?
You just think you left your phone in the top shelf of the cart? What a terrible place to put your phone. Like, in general, it's just so many opportunities for that to fall on the floor anyway. That's just a bad place to place it.
I don't like putting it, I don't carry a purse.
You put it in your back pocket.
But then it's like, it's all bulky and I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, no one's checking out your ass. What do you care?
It's already bulky.
Yeah, it's pre-bulky.
Exactly, Jake. It's already bulky. I don't need to add to the bulk.
People see Allie walking, like, I think she's carrying 9 phones with her. No one's...
It just seemed like I have phones everywhere.
Yeah, so many phones. Everyone must be selling phones.
No, I put my keys in my pocket, and then I put my phone in the front.
And you don't carry purses? Why? Because you're gay, or...
I just don't like it. It's just a waste of...
Well, why don't you carry like a manly bag? Like carry one of those...
I do have a fanny pack.
A satchel.
Yeah, why don't you carry a satchel or something?
No, I have a little fanny pack, but then I don't even like carrying that. I just don't like carrying stuff. I'd rather just walk free.
Yeah, but it sounds like you need to if you're just leaving your phone in the top...
Yeah, well, whatever. There's some times where, yes, that happens. And I also had a nice pair of sunglasses in the front as well. And I've been told by my wife that I don't deserve to have nice sunglasses anymore because I lose them all the time. This was my revenge pair that I bought, and I bought them used, yes, because I buy everything used. But they were nice-ish sunglasses. And I was like, if I lose the phone and the sunglasses, I'm never going to hear the end of it. So we drive back. I'm trying to explain to my kid what I've done and that we need to go check to see if
How bored is he?
Oh.
Well, this is his first experience with like, whoa, we have to go track this thing down. He thinks it's cool. It's like this adventure, right? To go track down the missing phone. Because there is a part of you that's activated, right? You're like, whoa, I got to go into emergency mode. I got to find this phone. I'm on a mission.
Kid's probably thrilled because he knows the alternative is he's got to go home and play Twister with Mom.
He loves Twister.
So he's probably thrilled. I hope you
get squashed by her.
Yeah, he probably left the phone. He probably took the phone out of your purse, put it right in the cart. Oh, let's go.
Anything but going home.
Anything to stall this Twister game. Jesus Christ.
So then I get there. I go to the cart. The cart is still there, has not been returned to the front of the store yet. And my phone and my sunglasses are not there. Oh. And I was like, okay. Now I have to think, did the person who found this...
Did they write then? Were they good person, bad person?
Yes.
It's the number one question you got to ask.
Did someone go, ooh, phone and sunglasses, thank you, and then drive off? Or did a worker or somebody find it and then say, I'm going to bring this to the customer service table at Target?
Or a Good Samaritan, also possibility. Rare these days, but Good Samaritan, good person,
right.
Just like said, I'm going to pay it forward.
Yeah, and I have no way of obviously. And then it was like, find your iPhone on my Apple Watch, and it's like, there are no devices connected to you. And I'm like, God, why do these things exist? And then they're pointless. So I go, we need to go up to the customer service place. We go inside, and in the meantime, I'm still looking at my watch going, when is it going to reconnect? At some point, I'm walking around the store, pressing, nothing. And eventually, I walk by the customer service desk, and I start hearing, ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, oh, my God, it's here. And I track it to a locked drawer behind the customer service desk. No one is at the customer service desk, but I can hear it in there. And I'm like, I found it. I got it. Finally get somebody, go in there, get a key, open the drawer, take it out, and my phone and my sunglasses are right in there. So I don't know how it got there, but it went to the lost and found, and it got into a locked drawer, and I was reunited with my phone and my sunglasses.
And that feeling, by the way,
victory.
As much as all the panic of losing it, misplacing it, the feeling of being reunited is such a great feeling.
It's like I won. I'm like, I won!
Right. You're back to where you started, but yet it somehow feels like you got the victory. Like that is as close to as Allie's feeling was like USA hockey over the weekend. That was her USA hockey moment.
Just toothless and bloody.
Yeah, and she was also toothless. Yeah! She was also toothless and bloody, going, I love USA. I love Target.
I love being American.
Moment of victory all over the place on KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
It's Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
What's going on in the world with your A.D.D news. Then officially we give away that trip. If you're sitting currently on a standby boarding list because you got your name on there last week or you think your name's on a list to go to Paris, France and see Tame and Impala, we're going to make that call in about 5 minutes, change someone's life forever, and then we will tell you where you'll be heading to next. So if you're not on a standby boarding list, that's okay. We got a brand new trip to send you to. Very far away destination, very cool band. We'll tell you about that later this morning. But if you're waiting around to go to Paris, France and see Tame and Impala, be ready to answer our call in moments. But first, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
The U.S. men's hockey team has done it. They won the gold at the Olympics. It was another overtime thriller, just like the women's hockey final. And this is the first time since the Miracle on Ice in 1980 that the men have come home winners.
And it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around the court. United States with numbers. Watch across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States.
And this is the first time that the women's and men's team have walked away with gold medals at the Olympics.
Most medals for the U.S. in the history of the Winter Olympic Games.
Yeah, Norway still crushed it. I think they broke a record with the amount of medals that have been won by one country in the Winter Olympics. But still, yeah, the U.S. had a pretty good showing, and the winning goal was scored by Jack Hughes, who lost some teeth during the game. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty epic picture with him smiling with his bloody-ass teeth and an American flag wrapped around him. And when he was asked about his teeth, here's what he said.
I'm lucky I'm from the best country in the world. And we got great dentists there, too. So I'm lucky I'm American, and they're going to fix me right up.
There you go.
That's right. If you got insurance. And only if you got insurance.
No, even if he has insurance, I think he's going to have to pay
Still
a lot.
gotta pay.
Yeah, because that's the thing about American insurance.
I got Delta Dental, but there's still copay. And anyway, I'm sure the team will take care of it.
Have better teeth.
Yeah, it is ironic that in Canada, they would have free health care,
Apparently
right?
better education there, too, huh?
They would be able to get that done for free, right?
Yeah, of course. That's why they got great smiles over there. That's why they're always so happy.
But I did hear that when it's free, it is like everyone in the same, like everyone's equal, so you probably will be waiting for a long period of time.
It's possible.
But would you rather go through that and have it be free?
Yes.
Then hey, I need an appointment, and they're like, oh, we'll get you in 5 weeks. How's that work for you?
So, is that any different than here when you got to pay and they're still first available? I just got a call the other day. I got that colonoscopy, I think, over a year ago, and I just got a call from the other doctor that was going to do it that just called to confirm that I was going in next week. And I'm like, I don't need to do it. I did it a year ago with a different person.
Really?
That's how long the wait was for me to get that.
Wow.
Over a year. And that's just most things.
Well, I think everything now has become like an emergency room. You have to say what's wrong with you, and then they have to decide what your priority is. Because I've called for little things, and they're like, yeah, what about how's the summer look? And I'm like, what? And then there's other places you call, and they're like, you know what, we actually can squeeze you in tomorrow. I'm like, you can you? Yeah. Something weird. Shenanigans going on.
But it was a beautiful moment for men's hockey and for USA, and it was great. And, I think it happened on the exact day of the Miracle on Ice that took place, whatever it was, 30 years ago. But it was just... even if you're not, hockey doesn't really get the same glory as all the other sports in this country. At least the major sports, it's not nearly as popular as.
Did you put money on the game?
It's funny. I'm so mad at myself, Omar. I was looking at my Olympic plays early, before the game started, and there was. I liked the odds on U.S. medaling, getting the gold in hockey at a few different. And I had a bunch of stuff. I was looking at my quote cart that I never finalized.
Your gambling cart?
My gambling cart, and I did have that bet, and I had a few.
Do you do some save Amazon, save for later? These are my favorites.
Yeah, I had a few ones that I should have just hit send, and I never did, like an idiot, and this costed me a lot of money. Damn me.
It didn't cost you money. You just didn't win your
money.
money.
You're right.
People are pretty mean to other people, but when an animal is in distress, people show up, they go above and beyond, they step up, and right now everyone is rallying around Punch, the little baby orphan monkey in Japan, who has developed a relationship with a little stuffed animal. It was born in a zoo in Japan and was rejected by its mom, which I didn't realize happens often. So the staff, because he was rejected, a little orphan baby monkey, they gave him a stuffed monkey as a replacement. Different kind of monkey. It was an orangutan. But the videos of this baby monkey, snuggling with a stuffed monkey, is what the internet was made for. Obviously, people rallied behind it pretty quickly. And the stuffed monkey's from IKEA. People are already buying this monkey up like crazy. But it turns out that falling in love... There he is. Hi, Punch. It's okay. Falling in love with a stuffed animal is not making him very likable in the monkey community. He's been attempting to socialize with the monkeys, and they're like, get out of here, you freak.
They're mocking him.
And then he runs away and seeks comfort with the stuffed monkey. And at one point, an adult monkey dragged him across the enclosure and, tossed him off to the side. And then he, ran to the little stuffed monkey and was hugging on it for comfort, and everyone is just losing their minds over it. Now they're donating to this zoo to try and just specifically help Punch. Zoo attendance has increased as a result of Punch the monkey, and IKEA is also donating more stuffed animals to Punch the monkey to make sure that he is never without an orangutan.
Since he was rejected by his mother, how does Vanessa feel about this?
Vanessa's a huge animal lover in all possible way, even though she did technically try to kill her own dog.
Vanessa. It's okay you got rid of the dog that you just got.
There's so many thoughts about this that Vanessa shared in the box of shame, including this.
I have to say, listening to Friday's podcast was an absolute mind blow, because moments after Vanessa told that story of wanting to throw that dog against the wall, I got an ad for Lemonade Pet Insurance, something Vanessa probably would have appreciated. Or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, Take care of y'all. Sweet visit.
Vanessa claims that she's an animal lover. Don't be fooled by what she said on Friday's Box of Shame.
And then finally, Bonnie Blue, the one who's famous for having sex with hundreds and hundreds of guys, has revealed that she is pregnant after a 400-person romp.
Huh.
And who knows who the father is.
What are the odds there?
They'll have to do a Maury episode.
Man, if you're one of those
special
400
Blue.
guys, this is a day you're praying, I guess, right?
1 in 400 chances.
You got to go, oh, God, I hope that's not me.
Strong sperm.
Congratulations to Bonnie Blue. What a beautiful story on KROQ. New hour starts next.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world-famous KROQ.
Today is like any other day until it's not. And for someone in a moment, it's about to not be like any other day because they're about to get the call that will change their life forever. As we tell them to pack their bags, they're hopping on a plane to go to Paris, France and see some Tame Impala. It's part of KROQ's Mile High Club. Got to give that trip away, and then we will immediately announce where you'll be going to next. It's a new band and a new destination, and we have a brand new blank piece of paper to start a whole new standby boarding list. We'd love to get your name on there first, and we'll be doing that all morning and all week long here at KROQ. But right now, Allie, let's go ahead and get rid of our last standby boarding list by making someone's Monday way better and hopefully changing their life forever. Hope there's a good person. Hope they deserve it. Hope they're excited. We've had some winners that go, oh, my God, that is everything to me. And we've had people that go, oh, boy.
The number you dialed has...
And then we've had people like that. Let's try again.
That might have been your fault.
It's a good chance that was my fault. Sometimes.
That was painful.
Sometimes my fault.
How many numbers in this phone?
Sometimes not my fault. Maybe this person didn't even qualify to get on the standby list. We'll find out together.
It's a miracle this phone call happens.
Really, if you think about it, all of the odds. I mean, getting on the standby list, being the 20th caller, us calling you back successfully, you answering, or not answering, as the case may be. It's going to be bad news if I can't deliver this good news.
You're probably calling the wrong number anyway, so.
Good chance I am.
Please leave your message.
What a letdown.
Wow.
What a letdown. All right, got to try another number on the list now,
Gotta go
Allie.
through this all over again.
Great. Just Klein dialing. This could take 3 hours of the show.
Beep, boop.
Let's
6,
see. It's
8,
amazing that
set,
this person's
distracting.
about to win a
4.
trip that someone else was about to win and couldn't a moment ago, which is... Hold on one second. I'm confused now. These are all people that are on the standby boarding list to go see Tame Impala in Paris, France. And now I go up and down this list until we're able to hopefully give away some good news. So let's see.
Peek behind the curtain. This is how it works, okay?
Sometimes
we get lucky.
Anyone who accuses this show of being scripted or well thought out or planned, this is just evidence that this is truly live radio at its finest. And by finest, we mean whatever we're able to.
Holy shit.
Whoa,
man,
hold
that's
on.
a dump.
You can't say that word. Hold on.
And a beep, boop.
Hey, I assume you know why we're calling?
Dude, Klein and Alley, that is just, oh my gosh. Yes, I know why you guys are calling.
Okay, great. Try not to swear again. I understand why that was your first reaction, but this is Jesus, I believe I'm calling, in La Habra. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, you're lucky that someone else did not answer as we tried to call them, so you get to pack your bags and go to Paris, France, and you get to go see Tame Impala in Paris, all right?
That is crazy. You know what's ironic? I'm currently staying at the Paris in Las Vegas.
Wow, and now you're going to go to real Paris. Did you just wake
That's
up in
crazy.
Vegas? Are you hungover?
No, actually, I was being responsible because we need to drive out back home today.
So you're getting this news while you're at the Paris Hotel in Vegas that you'll be going to real Paris.
Correct.
Wow.
I mean, I'm currently naked in the shower. I was like, oh, I saw you guys call somebody else. I was like, well, I didn't win. I'm going to jump in the shower.
So you are receiving this news now while you're naked?
Correct.
Huh.
Naked in a Vegas hotel room, Klein.
I think a celebratory helicopter would be the appropriate dance right now.
Come on, give us one.
Whenever you're ready.
Nice.
You can hear it.
You can't hear it.
Oh, that's very sad. Hold on
Can
one
you
second.
usually hear it?
Congratulations. You have won yourself this trip. I couldn't imagine a nicer person and a more naked person to receive this news. Hang tight, Jesus, and enjoy your trip to Paris to go see Tame Impala, all right?
Thank you, guys.
All right. If you want to experience all the fun that we just got to experience on the radio and only some of the nudity, then you could potentially be the winner of destination number 7, which will send you to a very, very far away location, which we'll tell you about in a second, where you'll be seeing... To go see the Deftones if you're the winner of this next destination as part of KROQ's Mile High Club, and you will be seeing them, I believe, Allie, in the furthest location we've ever sent anyone to, and that is New Zealand.
Definitely the longest flight.
So if you like flying and you like Deftones, this is the trip for you. We will be starting to qualify you in less than an hour. And every hour thereafter, all day long, 9 a to 6 p.m., every hour, get your name on the standby boarding list. You just heard a very happy winner, naked, in a Vegas shower.
You don't have to be naked to win.
You could be next, so we start giving you spots on this standby boarding list soon. Deftones, New Zealand, you're up next. KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
People telling us that our geography is off. They say New Zealand is actually closer than Australia. Well, not the way we're sending you. We're going to make you loop around Australia first. Trust me.
You got to do a loop, switch back,
probably a layover. Who knows? No, you get to win a trip. It's part of destination number 7, KROQ's Mile High Club, just announced. Deftones, New Zealand, and you. First spot on the standby boarding list coming up in 45 minutes right here, KROQ, and then every hour. All week long, we'll make it happen for you so that we can get you that trip as well. You just heard a very happy, very naked winner from Las Vegas who's heading to go see Tame Impala in Paris, and you could be next. So we've been in the middle of this undercover investigation to prove that Krispy Kreme is clearly some sort of a giant shell corporation or a smuggling operation. We don't know what they're doing, but we know they're not making any money on donuts because apparently every donut is free no matter what.
Well, you know, it's important for the media to dig deep into cases like this.
Right.
And I know there are other news stations that will do more investigative reporting and more resources will go to something probably a lot more important. But this is where our money is going.
Our feeling is that if you go in there in any costume at any point or just make up any holiday and give them a smile and say, I'm here for whatever, they will hand you a donut because they don't know how to actually make money, which is weird because there's so many locations.
And there's just so many free donut promotions that, I don't even think that the workers can keep any of it straight.
So that was been our theory. So Jake went in there successfully, was able to get an Ash Wednesday donut. And then
even though they weren't doing an Ash Wednesday thing.
And then he went in there and he got himself a free rainy day donut, which is another promotion they don't have. So he went in over the weekend to see if his streak could continue in getting free donuts. And here's what happened.
Hi. I'm here for the free Super Saturday donut. I'm here for the free Super Saturday donut.
So someone laughs in the background, and then the woman says, excuse me, what? And you can see this woman. We'll put the video up on our Instagram as well because Jake's wearing the meta glasses, but she seems not happy.
She's so upset that she has to deal with people like, and I wonder how many Jakes have already walked into that store by now.
It's all Jakes. It's
these
be
people
all Jakes.
Trying to get free donuts, and there is a line. It seems like when Jake goes, there's plenty of people in there.
Are any of these people reaching into a wallet, Jake, at any point, or are they just all just there for whatever free operations going on?
It's hard to tell, but I think they're buying like actual the fancy donuts.
Oh.
I feel like so many people there are like do that pretend to grab your wallet thing.
Yeah.
Oh, like oh no, it's free. Oh, okay.
I'm here for the free Super Saturday donut. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow. Turned around and handed it right to him. No questions asked. That's not a thing. They don't have a free Super Saturday donut, but apparently they do.
It's funny because she seemed to just walk away from him.
Yeah, I thought she was walking away and never coming back.
I thought she was just like, I quit.
Yeah.
That's the end.
And then she turned around and had a donut. I was shocked.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy Super Saturday. All right.
All right.
You got it.
You got it.
Now, did you throw this one away or did you eat it?
I chucked it right away.
God,
Jake,
what a waste.
At the very least, give it to someone else. Pay it forward, you know?
Give them a Super Saturday.
Yeah, hand it to someone else in line. Tell them Happy Super Saturday. That's an unbelievable thing. So now we are 100%. Jake has gotten no rejection at any point. Doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. What is the thing we should give him today, Allie? Today, I was thinking it's gold medal Gold Medal Monday.
Oh, that's a good one because the Olympics are over.
Yeah, Gold Medal Monday today. You want to try for the Gold Medal Monday donut?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
All right. Jake's going to go in there, and maybe
you bring in a little lanyard that you can put the donut on to make it look like a medal.
Like a medal.
Should he dress like a hockey player, or should he pluck out some teeth first before he goes in there?
Yeah, if you're missing a tooth, you get a free donut.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can play with it, but let's see what happens today if the streak continues. Quick break. We're back with more show after this, and I think in honor of what we got into last week with Vanessa, we are going to accept your open nominees for pet owners in this exciting round of Don't Be a Dick as we try to save society.
Yeah, and people who have pets still can be dicks. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
You're not just a dick if you bring a pet back or whatever. There are
Right.
plenty of current pet owners that can be put on the chopping block.
So if there's anyone at all you'd like to nominate in this round of Don't Be a Dick, we're talking about pet owners, cat owners, dog owners, whatever the case may, exotic animals. We will accept your open nominees as we try to save society. Don't be a dick, pet owners at 800-520-1067. That is next. A lot of controversy after Friday's Box of Shame here on KROQ Klein Alley Show. Vanessa did share in the Box of Shame that at one point she had a puppy and she returned the puppy because she didn't feel like she was a fit parent. And during one of her many nights of no sleep because the dog was up barking and chewing on stuff, she had a thought. Not that she was going to do it, but she had this thought that she wanted to throw the dog onto the wall, against the wall.
Just a fleeting thought.
A fleeting thought. And people did not like this thought, and now that
My goodness, people are so upset.
She's received, she claims, death threats over the weekend, and she feels unsafe now, and she apologizes being so honest, and she never would have done that, but that's how she felt in the moment, and that's why she knew, I'm not ready to care for a dog, so I will give it back.
Yes, and look, Box of Shame is a moment where we can be vulnerable, very open. Yes, exactly. We've all said things that we regret or that feel weird as they're coming out of your mouth. You're like, I can't believe I'm saying this.
Yep.
So why don't we appreciate that honesty?
And not judge her for it, but as a result, there's a lot of calls. I mean, the goat line was full this weekend.
Hey, guys, I'm catching up on the pod on Friday, the one where Vanessa killed a dog. And
See, once again, that's not what happened. See, people, once again, they only half listen, so they think that Vanessa claims she killed a dog. It's not what she wanted to kill a dog, but she didn't kill the dog, and she was responsible enough to give it back.
And I just finished the segment, and the first ad that played immediately after was about experienced pet owners, and I just thought it was kind of ironic. I don't know if Jake is the one putting the ads in there, but that was pretty funny. Rip the dog. Okay, bye.
All right, rip the dog. So the question we have for you in this exciting edition of Don't Be a Dick is pet owners, because there are some great pet owners out there, and then they are the ones like Allie that always brag about how many cats they've rescued. And we can go ahead and accept your open nominees now at 800-520-1067 as we try to save society in this exciting edition of Don't Be a Dick.
Don't be a dick.
Chrissy, we'll start with you at 800-520-1067, and then I'll make our way around these phones, the text line, and then decide which one of these people we believe has brought us the best submission. What's up, Chrissy?
Hi, I think people that bring their aggressive dogs into places where we know there's going to be off-leash dogs, like dog parks, dog beach. Even the restaurant I work at, someone got bit because he was trying to give the dog water. He's like, "Oh, he told you he was aggressive." Like,
it is interesting that people that have the quote aggressive dogs always seem shocked when the dog does something aggressive. Yet
that's the dick move, is to be like, my dog never
never does this, but then
they do.
But they do that a lot because that's just how they are. It doesn't mean they're necessarily a bad dog. They're just aggressive dogs. So you need to,
they're just not friendly. It's okay.
Act as if
it's okay that your dog's not friendly.
Look, I used
just
to
acknowledge it.
I understand why people would say that I'm a dick because I used to sneak my old dog onto airplanes all the time. But that dog was, as you know, Allie, that was Chloe. Chloe could sit in the pocket of my hoodie and not make a noise for 7, 8, 9 hours.
Or a poop or a pee.
Wouldn't poop, wouldn't pee, and I knew that situation. So I wouldn't put myself in the same category as the same people that know they've got dogs that have irritable bowels, bring them on planes, and then they crap up and down the aisle within 5 seconds of takeoff, and they go, "Oh, sorry.
I can't believe it. My dog never does this."
Right. You know what you're getting into, and you kind of get a sense. There's certain restaurants I won't take my kids to because I know I can't trust them to behave in those restaurants. Same thing with dogs.
It should only be service kids.
Only put the vest on them. It's a service kid.
It's funny because you are sort of being nominated on the text line. The people who bring their dogs to They ignore the off-leash rules where you can't have an off-leash dog, but they think that the rules don't apply to them because their dog is different. And there's that dog owner who just thinks, well, my dog shouldn't abide by the rules because my dog is different than other dogs. And everyone thinks their baby is cute when they're not. Everyone thinks that their dog is an angel when it's not. So you might think that your dog is the best, and maybe they are, but a lot of times that's not the case.
Well, we're accepting your open nominees right now. Once again, the goal is to save society by eliminating one dick at a time. That's what Don't Be a Dick is all about. And today the topic is animal owners, pet owners, dogs. I'm sure we'll get a lot of that. But obviously you've got the cat owners as well, like Allie with her cat math, where she's got 1, then it becomes 3, then it becomes 5, then there's a pregnant one. Let's say hi to Chewy on KROQ. This could be a dog calling. I'm not sure. Hi, Chewy. Welcome. What's up?
Sweet dibs, guys. How's it going?
Sweet dibs. Who's your nominee?
My nominee is the dog owners that don't pick up their dog's crap.
Yeah, I mean, that happens all the time. That happens in every single neighborhood.
It is interesting that here we are now, and there's never been more opportunities. There's never been more ways to clearly pick up after your dog, yet some people have just decided, I ain't going to do it. Not happening.
Remember there was a big fight in the dog park near your place, right?
Huge fight.
Over an unattended crap.
Because 2 people thought it was different dogs that did it, and one guy was like, that's not my dog's crap. I know my dog's crap. And someone was like, I saw your dog do it. And it's like, nope, not
and
the
then there
crap.
was being accused of, you don't have any bags on you. Show us your bags.
Show us your bags. Show us your bags. Show us your bag. And the guy goes, I already used the bag because I already picked up after my dog's crap. It's a whole thing, and I absolutely right, because you know that the repercussions of that is that someone accidentally steps in and it will ruin their shoes.
I get mortified after she poops and I pick it up and she does a second poop, but I don't have a second bag. That's the worst.
Sometimes.
That's why you should just bring an extra bag.
Sometimes, Jake, I will do this thing where my dog will poop near where another unattended poop was left. And I will go and pick up my dog's poop, but understand that it's going to look like I did a kind of a fake phantom pickup and left
you don't pick up the other dog's poop?
It depends. Sometimes I will do Good Samaritan and pull up both, and sometimes I go, I'm not touching that one.
A1A wanted to nominate dog stroller people. Of course, they're going to get nominated every time we do something like this. And 818 said the dog owners that leave their barking dog outside all night, or even just people who don't care that their dog is barking. Like if your dog is just barking uncontrollably and people just seem unaffected by it. It's like, you're an owner. Come on. Are you going to make any attempt?
Yeah, because I feel like just in the same way, you become a little bit more able to ignore your own dog's bark.
Just like a parent can ignore their baby cry. Well, not ignore, but like, you know what I mean.
It's good parenting right there, Allie. It's good parenting right there.
You get used to it.
They just cry eventually. The people that leave the litter box by the front door.
Oh, or I think litter box in the bathroom is just not, unless you're not using that bathroom at all, litter box in the bathroom, I feel like it unless you clean it religiously multiple times a day, it always smells.
323 says, I'm a mortician, so I have so many stories about what happens when the owner dies. Wow, I'd love to hear from that person, because I'm sure that's where the animals go, you know what, I did love this person, but they're also delicious.
213 wanted to nominate the people who tell their long, boring animal rescue story.
God damn, that is a wild. Sometimes you don't even like. It's not like where'd you get the dog and then they go into it. Sometimes it's just like nice dog. Like you won't believe.
She was being kicked every day.
Priscilla on KROQ. Good morning. Don't be a dick. Animal people. What do you got?
Hi. So I was thinking the single parent one, just because I know postpartum is a very big thing and a very real thing for a lot of people, and everybody's affected by it. So back to when your friend or your guys' co-worker said something about wanting to throw the dog against the wall.
That was Vanessa, yes.
Right. Yeah, Vanessa, yes. Like when she said that, it kind of really hit me because I'm a single parent.
Was it the dog that hit you?
I went through post.
She missed the wall and hit Priscilla. I get it. Listen, that comment hit people in a lot of ways. Vanessa said she received threats all weekend, and she would like to take back what she... Vanessa, you want to take back what you said, or you want to reframe what you said?
I'm like too afraid to speak, but I just want to say if you listen carefully to the segment, it's called Box of Shame.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it's not a good thing. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, Vanessa feels afraid because she feels like people are going to come for her. And I just want to say, I mean, I think we can all relate a little bit in your mind. I know that Vanessa's not the worst person in the world just for saying something that she was thinking. We've all had dark thoughts.
Haley on KROQ. Good morning. Don't be a dick. Animal people. Who's your nominee?
Good morning. My nominee is myself, and do your research before getting a turtle.
Oh, yeah. What did you not know? You thought turtles easy. Put them in a shoebox, give them some lettuce, call it a day. And what did you learn?
I left this heating lamp on too long, and I woke up the next morning and I cooked them.
Oh.
See, Vanessa, don't you feel better?
I mean, that was an accident.
Yeah, this lady cooked her turtle, and she's willingly admitting this. I didn't know that could even happen.
I was like 10.
Yeah.
It was one of the little slider turtles, and I didn't know.
Oh, man.
I like turtles.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. All right. Well, there you have it. Always had to end with animal death, I guess, at some point. Anyone who refers to their animals
Don't be a
as
dick and kill your turtle.
fur babies, a lot of people on the list.
That's a good one.
Let's go ahead and save society. Don't be any of these people you just heard about on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. I did something that was questionable at best on Friday night, and I feel like you will judge me accordingly, but maybe you won't, Allie. I don't know.
Maybe you'll get death threats.
Took my wife out for sushi, and then afterwards, next to the sushi place, on one side, there was a psychic place where you could go and get psychic readings.
Cool. Did you do it?
And then on the other side, there was a adult toy store.
Oh.
And I said, after we left the sushi place, I said, option A or option B? Which one of these looks more fun for you as to how we move on with the night? I got her nice and drunk on sake, so I was thinking she would go option B, and she goes, let's go see what the psychic has.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And I said, but they next door, they got all the other fun stuff.
The psychic predicts we're going to go to the sex store.
And she goes, nah, let's go to the psychic place. So you walk in, it's all weird. There are crystals everywhere and weird music. It smells like, burning incense and all that crap.
Sounds great.
And go over and say, yeah, we're here to see about getting a psychic reading. And they go, oh, there's no psychics currently working. And I go, oh, thank God. So I said, hey, bad news. We can't go to the psychic. But we can go next door because it's open 24
They didn't predict we were coming.
24 hours a day. And she goes, I'm okay with you going next door, but I don't want to go in.
That's a lot of people, though. They know it's the initial walk-in that's scary.
Yeah, because the store was very well lit, and it was right on Ventura Boulevard. So it wasn't like it was one of those ones. Sometimes it's like you can go back, go to like a dark alley, you pull around the parking lot of the back. This is like right there on a pretty
They have like
busy
window
stretch.
displays, too, right?
Full window displays, full lighting inside. The windows are not blocked off, so it's like anyone driving by could be like, let's see who's in there buying stuff.
Yeah, but there's no shame in walking. I feel like there's less stigma now going to places like that. I feel like there was more of a stigma 20 years ago.
I don't know if it's so much stigma as you probably just wouldn't want to
run into anyone you know.
Yeah, or be seen. So I said, all right. I said, so what do you want to do?
It's not stigma. It's just horrible embarrassment.
Yeah, so I said, do you want to sit in the car and I'll go in there? And she goes, sure. So then,
what are you planning to get here?
I don't know. I didn't really have a plan because it was more of an impromptu thing. But I walk in, and of course, I realize I'm now the guy by myself. It's no different than like when we would be like a Victoria's Secret, and she would walk off somewhere, and I'd be standing there holding like the basket, like a weird pervert.
Basket of underwear.
Yeah, and I'm standing there, and no one knows I'm with anyone, so I'm just standing there.
So now you're in an adult sex shop buying a bag of underwear.
I'm just
not looking weird.
Standing there by myself, and I walk in and I look around, and there's some couples in there doing stuff together, and I haven't been into.
Doing stuff.
Well, looking at stuff, different, perusing the different wares that they sell there.
That's kind of a fun evening, though. If you're, if you just go and have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun with it.
If you have a sense of humor or
find
a sense of fun.
Good, and that's what I thought that could be, but she's like, I don't want to go in there. It's embarrassing. And
so you just left her drunk in the car?
So I said, you sit in the car, and I will walk in there, and I'll figure out something and come out with it. And so then, of course, I'm in there, and there's more that they're very willing to help you in there. Very willing to help. A couple of women working there. And they're like, oh, hey, what are you here for? I'm like, I don't know. My wife's in the car. And they're like, yeah, right. They both gave me the look like, okay, like we've heard that before.
Just buy the sex doll and leave, sir.
Like I literally walk in and they're like, what are you looking for? I'm like, I don't know.
Would you like the perv package? We've got that.
Yeah. I said, she's in the car, and then I try to point outside, and of course the car's like, just not. I'm like, that one, right? Forget it.
No.
So they're like, that's okay. Hey, whatever. What are you looking for? I go, I don't know. What would you
like for your quote wife?
You want this inflatable wife over here? Because we got one. And they're very look friendly there. They know it's like a, quote, weird, uncomfortable vibe for most people.
A lot of tattoos, those girls probably.
A lot of tattoos, a lot of facial piercings.
And so nice, and they want to
Very
help you
nice.
find, just like you walk in to a clothing store, you know you need clothes, but you don't really know what you want. They help you zero in on something.
Yeah, I said, I don't know, give me something that's popular with the ladies.
Give me something to save my marriage.
You got the Marriage Saver 9000? I'll take that. 2 of those. So this woman's like, well, clearly you've heard of the Rose. And I'm like,
Who hasn't?
yeah, the Rose, of course. And I pick up something that's like right by where I think she's pointing, and she's like, that's not the Rose, that's the Dongatron or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, she's like, the Rose is behind the counter. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. This is where the upsell starts.
Yeah, because you look like a sucker. You look like someone who wants to spend money and doesn't know how yet.
I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what the Rose is. I'm like, so typical trying to like diffuse the awkwardness with jokes. I'm like, wow, women like flowers.
Ew.
And they're like, ugh.
God.
So
that's like their job too,
right.
Like you're just making fun of it, kind of.
So a woman's like, yeah, the Rose is pretty popular. It was pretty viral on TikTok and da-da-da. And I'm like,
what is it, a vibrator?
Allie, I don't even know, to be honest, what it is. It looks like a rose, and then I think it's definitely not for me. It's for the lady, but I think it's something that it does. I don't know how to say this.
Finger
clean on
blasting?
the radio. No, it looks like a rose. It looks like the
Thank you. We've got that.
Right.
It looks like a rose, but I think
I'll just look it up. You're not telling me.
Allie, it looks like a rose.
Allie, it looks like a rose, but instead of it does like a sucking thing instead of a.
Smelling thing?
No. God damn it! I don't know how to say this.
The rose.
The rose does a sucking. It sucks.
Sucks.
Sucks is what it does. All right.
Right.
So, but for the lady.
Rose toys.
Right.
Oh,
so,
I'll tell you what, guys. It looks like a rose.
Thank you.
It does.
That's what I was saying.
He's right about that.
That's what I was saying. Looks like a rose.
Thank you.
The rose has a little tongue in the middle that comes out and goes.
No. See, that's not the one. Yes, that is.
Well, that one looks cool.
Right. Well, that one.
This one has like a tornado suck thing in the middle.
Right.
As
Okay.
well, which
So-
actually looks kind of
tornado
painful.
sucking action?
So
Yeah.
the woman says to me, you should get the rose. I said, all right. Then some other woman comes out and goes, I second the rose. And then a third woman like runs in from the back. She's like, the rose? Get the rose. So
Wow.
3 people saying, get the rose.
Oh, there's like attachments that you can get as well.
So
it can be front and back door.
So, okay, I didn't know about that either. So I end up with the rose. I buy the rose. And then I start to leave. And then as I'm leaving, I see what?
There's just some really aggressive variations. Of
Okay,
those.
so as I'm about to leave, I'm
There's
glad you...
pulsating roses that you can put on your nipples.
I didn't see those either.
Cool.
They didn't tell me about that stuff. I just am trying to get... At this point, I'm trying to get out of there because now all the other couples in the store are starting to make their way to the register as well. I don't want this to be a whole thing. They talk about it's all discreet and whatnot, but it's really not because you're standing there buying stuff in front of everyone.
Have
and you
fun with
get
the rose!
9 people yelling about the rose.
We got another rose!
The guy just bought a rose. Guy can't satisfy his wife. He needs the rose. So,
Rose man walking.
So as I get the rose and start to leave, I see this big display by the door on the way out, and it's got all of the things you're talking about. Rose 2.0, Rose 5.0, Rose with attachments, Rose with this, the better Rose, best Rose since the Rose. So then I turn around to the woman, I go,
Best rose.
I go, hey, this one I got, I feel like you sold me the entry-level Rose. And now,
Well, yeah, you're an entry-level guy.
and now there's all these better roses here. And she goes, oh, I didn't know you were ready for that. And I go,
Do you know about the big black rose?
I didn't know about that one.
That one's dope.
So I said to her, well, can I return this one?
Oh, no, there's no returns on any of that
and
stuff,
she
right?
says, she points to this big sign, huge sign, bigger than any of the dongs they sell there. The sign says, no returns, no reason, no how. And I said, yes, but clearly you know I didn't use this.
So you already wanted to upgrade?
Yeah, because I felt like because the one I bought was $70-something, and I feel like the upgrade one was only $95, so I feel like $25 more, I get way more pleasure.
So now you're arguing with a woman in a sex shop while your drunk wife waits in the car.
Yeah, and I say, I just bought this thing. She goes, sorry, no returns. I go, but I didn't take this outside and use it in the parking lot. You've seen me. You've had your eyes on me the whole time.
Well, and there's no returns, but I would imagine they could do an exchange.
Right. What about an upgrade? What if I just upgrade? She goes, well, you could buy the other one too if you'd want. I go, why the hell do I need 2 roses? Well, let's go.
Apparently, everyone likes it. Why not have two?
So then she's got to call another person out from the back, and the person's like, hey, this guy wants to return the rose. And then she yells, no one returns the rose. And I said, I haven't used the rose. There's just a better rose, apparently, that I just saw. I didn't know about it. So then they start having this whole discussion. Meanwhile, there's people waiting to buy their lubes and whatnot behind me. They're getting all mad because I'm the guy holding up their fun. And then they finally say, all right, listen, for a one-time exception in the history of the store, we've never done this before, we will let you apply the money you've spent on the rose for the better rose.
And what was the better rose? Did it have...
The better rose had did more things.
Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah. So then I come out.
I'm getting to that. Then I got to the car and she said, "Get that thing out of my face. I don't want to see it."
I did get out to the car.
And now caller 20 is getting a rose. Is that the case?
That's what we're getting at. Caller 20. Let's go. KROQ Klein Alley Show. Get into your news now. Then the very first thing we do is get you on that standby boarding list so you can go see Deftones. And then a brand new hour of the show will officially begin. Perhaps the greatest hour of your life. Only one way to find out.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
Killing your wife is a dick move, especially if you were on American Idol, and at one point, America was voting for you. That's the case with Caleb Flynn, who is accused of killing his own wife. He was on American Idol, and now he is... Pretty soon, probably people are going to be voting for him to go to jail from a jury box. The 911 call, he just entered a plea of not guilty, and they released some of the 911 call that he made the night that she died. And you tell me if this is award-winning BAFTA acting.
Miami County 911. Oh my! Somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and shot my wife. Are they still in there? I don't know. Okay, what's the address? Please hurry. Please hurry. What are you seeing? My wife she's got 2 shots to her head. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God. Sir, please. Ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath, okay?
Big insult when she says, ma'am, I need you to calm down.
Ma'am? Oh, yeah, that's always the worst. I hated that before my voice changed, man. That was the worst. I get that all the time.
Ma'am, please calm down.
Miss, ma'am. I was like, I'm a boy.
Yeah, but it's also very... telling when, and I mean, there's a lot to this, but he starts saying, the garage was wide open. My daughters are in the other room. He starts like planting all these details.
Right.
You know, and when people are actually in distress, they just want somebody out there as soon as possible. They're not like, by the way, the garage door was open and it was definitely a robber. And my daughters are there, but they're asleep in the other room. And I'm not with them now, but I am with my wife. It's like, okay, you're really trying to get a lot of details across here in the 911 call. Really trying, like you went over it in your head of what I need to make sure I communicate.
Did he admit to doing it yet or no? He's still going to, or is just...
I mean, he pled not guilty.
Right. But I mean, everyone knows he did it, I guess?
I think there's some pretty compelling evidence. And even in his... like appearance in court, he just said, I just want to take care of my daughters. I'm not a risk. He's trying to get bail and things like that. Right. But I mean, he claimed there was a burglary at their house, but I think they pretty quickly debunked what he said. Then because he's lying, so obviously it's like, okay, you know, I think there's a lot of evidence that it was him. But of course, he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but that acting was no good on the call.
No, and I'm always like, man, there's such bad acting on TikTok and on 911 calls.
Some of the worst.
It's just, I wish everyone should just take an improv class. Just one. Yeah. You know, they make a lot of sales representatives do it. Just everyone should do it, just in case you need to murder and lie about it.
You tell the 911 operator, quick, give me a location.
Yeah.
Starbucks, yes, that's right.
Starbucks, she's dead at the Starbucks. So classism is alive and well in the airports, and it seems that pre-check lines, there's a lot of, look at me, I can skip the line. And there's more of that in the clear line, but in the TSA pre-check line, I think you feel pretty cool, pretty important if you're able to skip a line. But
clear people are the worst people, but it's not so much the people.
You are a clear person.
Only for I had like a 30-day free clear trial, but it's not about the clear people. It's like the Sherpas that work for Clear that bring the clear people in front of everyone else.
That are like, get away, you freaks.
Move away,
come here, you.
I have a clear person with me.
I know, and then they do that radio thing like, I've got clear.
I've got clear. Everybody
family.
Step away. We've got
me,
clear.
The important clear family.
Yeah, that one bothers me the most. TSA pre-check, I don't really get bothered by. if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. Sometimes the line's longer at pre-check than it is to go old school. Take your shoes off.
So at LAX, everyone had a lot of lines and a lot of confusion yesterday because TSA pre-check and global entry were all shut down. They were all shut down for hours, and it forced all the people who did enroll for pre-check and global entry to just go into the general riffraff line, and people were not happy about that. But they say this is a part of the ongoing partial government shutdown. So this is something that if it happened yesterday, it's probably going to happen again. And then finally, with the White House, it seems that they're a big fan of releasing files this year. They've released a lot of Epstein files, and now they claim they are going to release some UFO files.
Cool. Are we alone? We may soon know, as the Trump administration is ordering the release of all government documents on aliens and UFOs.
At night, when we look skyward into the cosmic dark, is something looking back? Former President Obama recently suggested, yes.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51.
So
yeah, nice little excuse. Not being. What's that place called?
What is the name of that area? Something.
Well, yeah,
not
proof
really
right
sure.
here. Here's our proof.
I'm ripping this bong like there's no tomorrow.
You think that guy's just a regular human living among us? I don't think so.
He's an alien.
We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and the first thing we have for you is a spot on a brand new standby boarding list. Looking for you right now. Caller 20-800-520-1067. Let's go.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Think about it for a second. You boarding a plane heading to New Zealand to check out Deftones. That is a pipe dream. However, it's going to become a reality for someone. Earlier this morning, got to give away that trip to a very happy, very naked listener that was in the shower, ironically at the Paris Hotel in Las Vegas, to find out that he won a trip to Paris to see Tame Impala. And he celebrated by doing the helicopter dance. And who knows how you'll celebrate if you win this trip, destination number 7, Deftones, and you'll be heading to New Zealand to see them. Sure, you could see them more conveniently, closer to home, but isn't it fun to say I got to take a few days off work and go check out Deftones in New Zealand?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then you can go on that trip, see the Deftones, come back, and then brag about it to all of your coworkers, and they'll hate you secretly inside.
Plus, you get to decide who you bring with you, and there's a lot of power there because that person will forever owe you a favor. Looking for you right now. If you're caller 20 at 800-520-1067, get you on the standby list. You'll be the first official name, and then every hour, again with us at 10, and then pretty much all day here at KROQ, we'll get more names on the list. And then next week, right around this time, we will call one of you and tell you the good news. You're moving from the standby list to the actual boarding list, and maybe the airport will have their S figured out by then, so you won't have to wait in line. Let's say hi to caller 20. Puts us in Riverside. Is this Adam?
Yes, this is Adam.
Adam, you are the 20th caller.
Yeah! Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Thanks for starting your day with us here on KROQ. And hold on one second. If we call you back in a week,
of course,
save some of that energy to celebrate your actual win. And you'll be a step closer now to going to see Deftones in New Zealand. Details at KROQ.com and on the socials at KROQ. All right. We got lots to get into this hour on the show. Go nowhere. Klein Alley Show continues next.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. It's always nice when we get to give away prizes to you, the listener. And then on the flip side, we oftentimes give punishments to each other, which sucks because as someone who has experienced many of the punishments on the show, including having my nipple pierced and jumping in the freezing cold Big Bear Lake and having my tips frosted last year when I was unable to complete my forced resolution, it did suck. And Allie, you had to live in your car when you were wrong about the Menendez brothers, and you had to be incarcerated.
That was rough.
That was a rough one as well. Jake had to wrap his own car with a picture of himself in his underwear.
And my girlfriend kicked me out of the house because of it.
Cost him his relationship. So we've all had some punishments, and they've not been fun. And Johnny is the official loser of this year's forced resolutions because he just quit drinking. Even though he was drinking pretty consistently, he said, I can't do it anymore. And so there's been a lot of thoughts as to what will be Johnny's punishment. And we will, as always, turn to the wheel of punishments that will determine once and for all which one he will have to do. But a lot of people think it should be the forced to jump out of the airplane.
Hey, who's jumping from the airplane? Was it Johnny? I want to join him. Let me know.
There are a lot of people that are offering to join Johnny.
Jump?
In fact, listen to this, Allie.
Oh, hey, guys. I don't know if Secondhand Cindy
talk to you guys. She's been skydiving before, and she wants to go skydiving too. So I don't know what the status is on that whole thing, what you guys got going on, blah, 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 lawyers, blah, blah, blah. But sounds like it could be a whole lot of fun. Johnny, Cripple Cody, Secondhand Cindy, me, I don't know.
So there's like a lot of talk, growing groundswell of support for Johnny jumping out of a plane. Johnny hates being on planes, doesn't like flying anywhere. So the idea that he would jump out of a plane seems to make sense.
It would be his worst fear.
I think it would be his worst fear, although I do think he would really... It's like a lot of the things with Johnny that we have to convince him to do. At the end of it, I think he would say it was amazing. Like, he would say that was awesome, and he was going to say he would love it. But that is just one of a few of the ideas that we've already received as to what will be the punishment, and we will accept your nominees now. 800-520-1067 on the text line, or you can call in as to what should be Johnny's punishment.
You know,
and then tomorrow is his actual birthday. On Johnny's actual birthday, which is tomorrow, we will spin the wheel and figure out what punishment he will have to complete.
It is, the proper way to celebrate. And I think because it is his birthday, we'll put Scooter's Jungle on that wheel just to be nice.
Well, Scooter's Jungle is not a punishment. We'd have to figure out.
But you put one thing that he wants on there, right?
We'd have to find a way to make it a punishment. Like, he gets to go to Scooter's Jungle but can't play any of the games.
Oh.
All right, he has to go there and expose himself to children, so he ends up on a list or something. There's got to be something on there that makes it not fun, right?
We'll just write it really tiny underneath and exposes himself.
Yeah, Scooter's Jungle, exposure, no! Because he would be banned for life from Scooter's Jungle, which would be a terrible punishment,
I did like the idea of him having to be an ambassador for sobriety and speaking at colleges or middle schools or whatever it is,
right.
And then doing those whole like sobriety posts like, oh, I've got my 30 days and posting the Serenity Prayer, tattooing it on his bicep, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Johnny, I remember in school growing up, every year we'd have like two speakers that would come during the year. One would come right before prom, another one would come at a different time, and they would basically talk about how drinking ruined their lives. And I was always super jealous of these people because they would tell the best stories about, like, I would get drunk and I'd have all this unprotected sex, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, but I got a venereal disease.
Yeah,
and you're like, so?
Yeah, they would end it with something like, but then I crashed my dad's car, and I was like, so? Seems like a small price to pay for all those stories you have. But anyway, yeah, Johnny, that's one of the things we got was that Johnny we'd sign him up to go on a speaker's tour where he would basically speak at a lot of schools about how drinking impacted his life.
And he could talk about his bottom when he hit his bottom.
When he hit his rock bottom on the show.
Opening a bottle of champagne.
He got scared when he opened a bottle of champagne and screamed. We also have the suggestion that he has to run the L.A. Marathon, which is coming up really soon, so we'd have no training. Andy would miss our trip to Colorado because it's the same weekend of that.
I also don't hate the idea of wrapping Johnny's car.
Wrapping Johnny's car in a phrase or an embarrassing picture of Johnny.
Or just an ad for our show because, I think that would be embarrassing for Johnny.
Yes, he doesn't like anything that makes him look less cool than he wants to be.
Yeah,
Let's use the same photograph that I had in my car.
Yeah, he's got a cool car. He likes his car.
Right.
He likes looking cool.
Well, that was the other thing about looking cool, and Johnny's talked about many times that he refuses to do anything with his hair because he thinks he's got this sweet, cool Gen Z mullet going. But the idea that he would have to either shave or go like...
you could get the Blind Charlie.
Go with the Blind Charlie, or just
have him shave.
Go with the just got back from Jamaica, incredibly offensive dreads or braids, holiday braids.
Cornrows?
There's a lot of ways. One of the ideas that we got was that Johnny has forced to live in the KROQ studios for a week. There's also some other suggestions of things that Johnny gets to cuckold his girlfriend. I don't think we're not going to include her in this.
No.
So there's some very strong suggestions that are coming through as to
Johnny
what
has to do a 5-minute set at my comedy show.
Now, that's an interesting one because Jake does have this comedy show coming up, and Johnny's biggest fear, I think, is going on, even more than flying, would be going on stage and being unfunny over the course of 5 minutes, which, as you know, 5 minutes of unfunny, that's a long time of unfunny.
It goes by so slowly. And Johnny doesn't really like comedy. He doesn't like comedy. He doesn't really like humor that much, even. He finds weird things funny that we don't really get.
Felix, what is your suggestion for the punishment for a Postmaster Johnny? Tomorrow we will spin the wheel and officially determine what is his punishment for failing forced resolutions.
Sweet dibs. I'm just calling in to suggest that marathon thing, but having him wear like a silly costume, like a tutu or something, bro.
All right, so Johnny, back to the marathon in a tutu, bro. That's a good suggestion right there. Yes, you're on KROQ 562. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, guys.
Hi.
My suggestion for the punishment is going to be having him get a tattoo of each of your names, preferably one on each butt cheek.
He could get the Bud Light, bro.
Right on the neck. Get it right on the neck.
Either on the neck or the pec.
Johnny, are you opposed? Because I think he gets to veto one. I think one of the punishments he does get to veto, I believe. So I don't know if he would veto the tattoo or the jumping out of the airplane.
Could you put tattoo, but in all different body parts, all around the wheel, so that he has to pick tattoo?
It would be a tattoo of some sort. He's tattooless right now. Karina on KROQ. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I think he should delete his social media for a year. I think he likes to post a lot of, like, all the cool things he's doing, like all the bands he's seeing. But I think he just needs to, like, chill and just no social media for a year.
All right, adding it down. Tomorrow we'll officially pick our favorites and put them on the wheel. Salvador on KROQ. What should be the punishment for a Postmaster Johnny?
I say give him some pom-poms, dress him as a cheerleader, put him in the parking lot with a big KROQ advertisement sign. Let him do his job.
Cheerleader Johnny, getting the word out about the show.
Interesting suggestion on 626 on the text line. Allie's pubes.
Back to the pubes again.
Scooter's Jungle, ball of pubes.
Allie's been working on these pubes for a while now. Might as well use them for some good.
I always like to grow them out for just such an emergency.
Yeah, man. Kathy on KROQ. Good morning.
I think he should have to shave his head.
Well, he doesn't want to.
I just don't think he'll care that much.
He doesn't.
I think he would.
Well, you know, we could.
Yeah, he would hate that.
He would hate it. We could. Johnny, just out of curiosity, just as you hear some of these ideas coming through from the text, from the phone call and the text line, which one of these is jumping out to you already as one you dislike the most? There's got to be something.
Or are you listening at all?
No, sorry, I was taking phone calls right now, actually. What did you say? Shave a head?
Is it hard for you to hear all these suggestions coming through, knowing that you'll be doing one of these things?
No, the shave the head thing, I've actually been contemplating for a minute, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Tom Holland's been rocking, like, a nice kind of, like, buzz cut, and I was like, hey, that looks pretty fire. I think I could do that.
Right, but you understand that anytime you say you're open to one of these things, we instantly like it less because the whole idea is it's a punishment. You're supposed to hate it.
Yeah.
What about a tattoo, Johnny?
Who's doing it?
Well, that's not important. We'll figure out someone that can do it.
No, because knowing you guys are going to be like, hey, Blind Charlie, let's put a tattoo gun in your hand and tattoo Johnny.
That's a great idea.
So funny.
Wish we hadn't thought of that.
That's
a great idea. Add that to the wheel right now.
Blind Charlie with a needle.
Blind Charlie tattoo is amazing. I love that idea. Thanks, Johnny. You
Could
just
have
gave us.
him attempt to draw each of us.
You just gave us you just gave us the best idea yet, which is a Blind Charlie tattoo, which we're not even thinking about.
Oh yeah, baby, let's go.
All right, so tomorrow on your actual birthday, you will spin the wheel of punishments, and that's when we will determine once and for all what it is you will be forced to do. Right?
Was Scooter's Jungle added to that? For real? For real?
It is Scooter's Jungle plus exposure.
With a tutu, bro.
That's not good for the kids.
No, it's not good for the kids, but even worse for you because you'd have a lifetime ban. We got to take a break. When we get back, I can't believe it, Allie, but once again, there are a ton of people that believe that they have the scientific method you need if you want your relationship to go well. There's a million theories out there about the 777 method or the 321 method or the 5521 method.
Pick some numbers, make it make sense.
And we will break down all of the ways that experts claim you must survive your relationship if you want to be happy and live together forever happily. I don't know if any of these make any sense. We'll break them down after this quick break. More show next. KROQ Klein Alley Show. Are you currently in a relationship? Are you in a happy relationship? Do you think that you're doing your job, you're doing your part, or your partner's stepping up as well? Or is it one of those things where you're constantly going, hold on, this is all unbalanced. I feel like I'm putting in all the effort. They're just there. Constantly complaining. And
everyone kind of feels like that, though, don't they?
I think so. I think that's the idea. And then you hear these people go, nothing's 50-50, and some days it's 70-30, and the other days it's 90-10, and it all balances out eventually.
That's what the slackers say.
But there's all these different, quote, relationship rules. There's been a ton of these that have been put out there, and I think that TikTok and Instagram spread them rapidly, and then people realize, hold on, if we're not applying the 777 rule to our relationship, we're doomed. And then just when you learn about the 777 rule, someone's like, wait a minute, you're not doing the 5-to-1 magic ratio rule?
What's that?
And you're like, what? And someone else goes, it's all about the 3-3-3 rule. And you're like, huh?
Why is it always numbers?
So there's all these different rules that apparently have been designed, and I don't know who's designing them, but they get spread around. And I'm curious if anyone is using these things in their actual relationships, or perhaps you're going to learn about them for the very first time now on KROQ, and you're going to go, that sounds like something I can get behind.
I think these are all developed not by relationship experts, but by TikTok experts.
Right.
Because something sounds cool when you have a little ratio number type thing, and it really just makes you second guess your own relationship.
Now, I've heard the 777 rule before. I've heard of that rule. Never actually applied it. Definitely talked about it. In theory, it makes sense, but it seems also very unrealistic. And the 777 rule claims that if you are in a relationship, especially one that you got kids, you got stresses, whatever else,
you take all the money in your savings and you gamble it at a
slot machine until you get to 777s. And if you don't, then you're broke and you move on. The 777 rule claims that every couple should go on at least one date night every 7 days. So that means once a week. No matter what, you got to go on a date night. If not, you're going to get too caught up in the monotony of your life, and you'll realize, wow, it's been months now. We've never actually spent any time talking to each other. So the first 7 is every 7 days you go on at least one date night. The second 7 is that you must take a weekend trip every 7 weeks. So that's like almost basically every
who knows when that is?
Every 2 months, roughly, you have to take a weekend away. That could be just one night away or Friday, Saturday. But that's very important that you do that because that basically guarantees you get the hotel sex, and it forces you to just get out of your day-to-day.
And then the 7.
And the final 7
is every 7 years get in a new relationship.
No, it's wrong. It's every 7 months you are supposed to go on a longer vacation.
What?
So
who can afford any of this?
Well,
that's what immediately I think is once a week babysitter. And I know if you don't have kids, it's much easier to do a date night every week.
If you don't have kids, I don't think you need all these numbers. So you can just figure it out. But I think the idea is that that relationship.
Twice a year vacation? What is that?
Yeah, basically a long vacation every 7 months.
Longer vacation. And listen, this is just
even a weekend away. Even to go to like Santa Barbara for the weekend or something like that. That's probably at least $500 to spend on a hotel and dinner and all that crap. How are you going to do that every month?
The experts say that the benefit of the 777 rules that over time it's very easy for couples to
lose money,
take for granted the relationship and drift apart. And the 777 rule is a reminder to protect your time together so that the connection won't get deprioritized by work, routine, parenting, daily life, etc. You lock yourself in with these 7. So that's one method you could go with, the 777 rule.
Next.
If you don't like that one, Allie, here's one that you could try on for size. It's called the 222 rule. Close the door if you're going number 2, because it will instantly make your partner look less attractive. The 222 rule is you go on a date every 2 weeks. You go on a weekend getaway every 2 months. And then you go on a real trip every 2 years.
Okay, well, that's at least a little more realistic.
It does seem like that's something that you could definitely get behind. Doesn't necessarily have the same classiness of the 777 rule, but the same concept.
What about an El Cheapo version of this stuff? You go on a date and you can only spend $2. How fun!
That sounds.
How are you going to do it?
Sounds like a great time. Had by no one.
It's a trip at the dollar store, buy 1 or 2 things, and you're done, baby.
We got the parking meter. All right, time to move on now. Our date's over. Then there's the 5-to-1 magic ratio. This is a whole different concept altogether. And this is another thing that you could be applying to your relationship if you want to be in a good relationship, according to experts. Now, once again, I would imagine if you try to do all these things, you're doomed anyway because you just possibly can't keep track of all these numbers. It's insane.
I know. Your head is spinning.
For every 1 negative interaction you have, a stable relationship needs 5 positive interactions to balance it out.
That one makes sense to me.
So a positive interaction could be the following. Appreciation, compliments, laughter, affection, good quality time. Negative includes, come on, we got plenty of examples of this. Defensiveness, criticism, contempt, eye-rolling, stonewalling. And so the ratio suggests that while negative interactions are inevitable, they can be countered if you do 5 times as many positives.
I think we should change that to a 5-3-1. 3 being just the middle ground, general bitterness.
General bitterness is okay.
Yeah, just
1
some
negative,
general being.
I would have been better off without you. My mom never liked you.
Yeah.
And then counter that with 5. Like, you look pretty in those pants.
Yeah,
they don't make your ass
there's some
look
gray area
fat.
there, and that's where most of people live.
Yeah. So that is another method you could apply if you want to. Once again, if you're having trouble keeping track, I don't blame you. There's a million out there. And pretty much it just says take any number sequence and apply it to your relationship. Then there's the 3-3-3 rule. Any guesses?
Have sex every 3 weeks. Have let's see, a threesome every 3 months.
Go ahead.
And then have an orgy every 3 years.
The viral dating framework known as the 333 rule is designed to avoid situationships from long-term potential breakdown by early dating into these 3 key manageable phases. 3 dates to establish attraction. That's right out of the gate. 3 dates. Do I like this person or not? That's the first 3. The second 3 is 3 weeks to gauge consistency and chemistry, and then 3 months to determine if this relationship is serious or not. That is the 333
And then after
rule.
the 3 months, regardless, you'd ghost.
And then you immediately ghost.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think that if I just made up a number sequence,
of course,
and put it on TikTok,
yes,
people would be all over it.
We all could.
Ooh, yes, let's do that today.
Do it now, because you come up with one right now. Remember we were talking about all the techniques that people are using to try to go to sleep at night, and they're like, it's the 10-3-2-1 rule. 10 hours before you stop drinking caffeine, 3 hours before no screens, 2 hours before no eating, 1 hour before I forget that one.
Yeah, just roll dice and get numbers.
Yeah, you just get random numbers. Open up a fortune cookie, take those numbers,
It's the snake eyes method,
and just go. This is the method. And what do you do?
Once a day, say something nice about the person.
Think about what happened with that stupid let them theory, right? That thing took off like wild because it was just like, let people do what people are going to do and move on with your life. So you come up with your own stupid method, take a few numbers, put them together, and then say, this is the most important thing if you want to have a happy relationship.
Data stupid methods.
It's all about the stupid method theory. So now you know exactly what you need to do. And good luck if you need help in your relationship. Maybe these methods will help, or maybe they won't. Don't worry. In the next 24 hours, you're going to hear 3 brand new methods that we've created on the show based on time-tested, real-deal relationships. So get ready for the 6-9 method.
Klein Alley Show.
Hey, what's up? It's Gwen Stefani, and you are listening to Klein Alley Show on the world-famous KROQ.
Thank you, Gwen Stefani. People are very excited about your upcoming shows in Vegas at the Sphere.
Yep.
No one's more excited than Allie over there, who's got multiple tickets for multiple nights.
I got 2 tickets for one weekend and 2 tickets for another, thinking, hey, I'll take my pick and then I'll sell the ones that for the weekend that I can't go. And I went to go check my Ticketmaster app to begin the process, and it said these tickets are not eligible for resale. And I paid a lot of money for those tickets. So if anyone wants to purchase tickets, hit me up.
I'm under the impression, Allie, that in all of your attempts to try to resell tickets, and usually it's not because you're trying to rip people off.
No, it's really not.
You have failed every time. And I feel like you are the only person I know that has been so unsuccessful in ever being able to unload additional tickets. It's kind of wild if you think about it, because we get a lot of tickets. One of the perks of this job, we get tickets to a lot of things. And yet, Allie, for some stupid reason,
have lost a lot of money on tickets.
Still goes and buys tickets, and then
well, I bought the first time I bought tickets to resell them eventually was for our own show.
That was stupid.
Because everyone scared me, and they were like, we're going to sell out, we're selling out. It was like we were selling out so fast, I was scared that some of my friends wouldn't be able to go, so I bought some tickets.
Yep.
And
Big
then
mistake.
I was like, you know what? If I do end up getting the tickets, it's fine. I'll just resell them. Obviously, it's sold out, so it'll be easy to sell those. And then the whole process completely fell apart. I was able to bring my friends, but I was not able to sell the tickets. Yeah. And then now I have these Sphere tickets, which everyone's talking about resale and how it's a crazy market now, and people are having to pay all this money because of resellers and these crooks, blah, blah, blah. And I've never been one of those people. But this was the one time where I was like, well, hey, I guess even if I can't go, I can resell them. And I wasn't even to make money necessarily. I just want what I paid for the tickets.
Even Jake, who is the worst person on the show when it comes to making any sort of financial decisions, even Jake, I feel like, has been okay because he gets tickets to a bunch of weird-ass stuff, bands I've never even heard of before. And he's always able to unload those for at least what he paid, sometimes for profit.
Yeah.
Like he's never had a problem in the way that you have. It's just kind of interesting because
they're selling for way more.
Yeah, Jake's always like, I was supposed to go to this thing called Gun Shoes, some band called Gun Shoes. It's like a side project.
Pixel Grips, dude.
Whatever it is, and no one's ever heard of them. And he's like, anyway, I turned the tickets away, made a couple $100. And meanwhile, Allie's got like good tickets to bands people have heard of. And she's like, I lost another $500.
And like very high in demand shows. But here's the thing: is I bought the tickets the minute they came out. And then as soon as I got tickets for those weekends that were like selling out so fast, they immediately announced all these additional shows because they were like, well, everyone wants to go. Let's just add more shows. So now the desire for these tickets has gone down. It's been watered down a little bit.
I don't know what else would be the equivalent of that, but when you are able to get access or get tickets to something very quickly that you know people want them and you got them. there is I don't know what that feeling is. That is an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Of like, I have somehow, even though you're paying, it's not like it was free. You feel like you somehow either beat the system or got through the system.
It worked out.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. But then that feeling instantly gets completely dissolved when you realize now I have the power and yet I don't need the tickets.
Yeah, now I don't know what to do because I can hit up my friends and ask them and beg them to buy these tickets.
Maybe Jake will sell them for you. He seems to know how to do it. Jake's good at it.
I don't get how you can't sell them.
Jake sold his pistol grips tickets
It
for
literally
God knows
says
how
I
much.
can't sell them.
Right. You can't.
How do I sell them if it says I can't sell them?
Well,
I
Jake
don't understand.
them?
Jake would find a way, dude.
I mean, I could transfer them if I could find somebody to buy them, but how am I going to do that? I can't just go on Craigslist and be like, I've got tickets, then everyone's going to think I'm a scammer.
Well, but in some ways you are, Allie. In some ways
But
you
I'm
are.
not. I
You
just want my money
You
back.
scam yourself.
Klein, do you want to go?
Nope.
Come on. You want to go?
I already bought tickets to go see the pistol grips.
Pixel grips.
From Jake. We got to take a break. When we get back in a moment, we have for you the A.D.D news. Then, more importantly, a spot for you on a standby boarding list so you can travel internationally to New Zealand and go check out Deftones. Only one name on this list. We'll add your name to it coming up in about 15 minutes here on KROQ.
The Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Whoa, whoa, ho, ho, whoa. You're a little excited.
106.7 FM. KROQ.
Drinking since 5:10 a.m. Go USA hockey! Yeah. Well, happy Monday, everyone. It's me. Yeah, tough loss for the Lakers, but a great win for U.S. hockey. Get the gold over Canada. Take that. What are you talking about, eh? All right, I'm out. Bye.
Some fine trash talk to the country of Canada. And just when you thought they got over losing to the Dodgers in the World Series, they finally had their chance again, and then it all fell apart. Right now, though, let's find out what's happening in the world with your A.D.D news. And a big show we have in store for you today. So go ahead and tell some people to find us on KROQ or streaming live on YouTube. Here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D News.
Here's an interesting reason for a flight delay. Your flight has been canceled due to cartel activity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what many people are experiencing in Puerto Vallarta today. They can't even get a ride to the airport because the roads are shut down and the people are sheltering in place. Why? Because El Mencho has been killed. He was the leader of the biggest cartel in the world at the time. It's the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, who are responsible for pretty much all the cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl in Mexico and probably here in America, too. El Mencho ran the business. He was apparently great at it because he knew how to run a business properly, but also didn't feel bad about killing people. Those are the two things that really make a great cartel leader.
Sure.
And the Mexican government at one point wanted this guy so bad they had a $15 million reward for anybody who could capture him. Eventually, they ran an operation. They were able to wound him and some of his henchmen. And then he died while being flown to Mexico City. I'm assuming they were trying to save his life, get him over there, get him out of town. After the operation, the Mexican government seized armored cars and rocket launchers from the cartel. So they had lots and lots of...
Cartel's got the best toys.
Dude.
The best
Let's
toys.
just get a bunch of rocket launchers? That's insane.
Amazing.
So schools are closed today. Cars are just on fire in the streets. And on top of it all, tourists are stuck in these resorts with no way to get cocaine.
Yeah, but they're stuck in the resort, which is a great place to be stuck.
I mean, yeah, is there any better place to be stuck?
I had a buddy one time during COVID who was stuck in a resort for, I think, a month because he kept testing positive and they wouldn't let him leave the resort. And I
Was
was
he
like,
faking the positives?
yeah, I was like, what are you? And his whole family
It's
got
like drawing another line
his
on
whole
it.
family got sent back, and he was in the resort still. And I was like, dude, you have figured it out. What's going on
Well,
here?
and if you get stuck, are they paying for you?
Yeah, I think they said you're not allowed to leave, and we're not allowed to charge you, so you're just going to live here in this room, and we'll just drop
so
off.
you just get free stay.
Yeah, but he couldn't leave his room, I think, but they were delivering food to his room like 3 times a day.
I would love to not be allowed to leave my room.
That's what I said. I'm like, dude, you're going to get to know Mario
You
Lopez
stay there.
so well.
Don't you move.
Sounds amazing.
Does. Friday show was brought up a huge debate about what to do when you adopt a pet, and then you change your mind. It happens. In general, if you committed to something and then realized it was more than you bargained for, there's no shame in returning or giving it a better life. And in fact,
there
ironically...
is some shame in it. There is shame in it. That's why it was in the box of shame, the way that Vanessa explained the story on Friday.
Of course, you regret it and you feel shameful, but I don't think that you should be lambasted for that decision. You're trying to do what's best for the animal. And it's ironic that I heard a report on the way in this morning that people are returning pets more than ever in Southern California. And they say there's a few reasons for this. Number one, the city's getting more unaffordable than ever, so people can't afford to take care of them properly. Number two, people who have been working from home for years are now being asked to go into the office. And also, this is about the time that the puppy for Christmas gift wears off.
Yeah.
So you realize you can't handle the responsibility. And then they said the other thing is that there's some kind of a backlog with spaying and neutering. So strays are having more puppies than ever. And I'm like, why is there a backlog? I thought that was like a easy procedure that was easy to do. I don't understand why it would take... would be a backlog.
I was surprised at how expensive that procedure was. You know, for years I had heard Bob Barker, now Drew Carey, talk about, hey, control the pet population, have your pet spayed or neutered. I kind of thought that was like a freebie sort of thing. And
right, it's from a shelter.
It's free from a shelter if you get the dog from the shelter.
Sure.
And also if they have availability to do it at the shelter at the time you need to do it. There's a little window, specifically with all dogs, where you're supposed to actually do it. You can't do it too soon. You can't do it. There's a certain spot.
Is it two-year window?
I forget when exactly it is, but they did say that it really does matter. And so we had to go pay a vet to do it. And when I got the bill, I was shocked. I want to say it was $800 or something.
What?
Damn.
Yeah. And
wow, you really got screwed.
I know. I was thinking to myself, that seems high for that. I feel like I could have just given them birth control
I feel like
or something.
they accidentally added a zero. That doesn't
Hey, doggy, come here.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of thoughts about Vanessa and her doggies.
Oh, Vanessa. It's okay you got rid of the dog that you just got, but I'll never stop loving you. The goat out.
So a lot of people still love Vanessa, even though there's a lot of shame for her on the goat line. We can't get into all these messages now, but there is this.
Hey, y'all. Sad Divots, Mom Tender here. After hearing that Vanessa gave up her dog to be slaughtered in a pound, I'm really hoping that she's not actually pregnant or doesn't get pregnant. She should probably just leave it at a fire station, or at least tell her to leave it at a fire station and not just on the street or something or drown it. All right, yeah, bye.
Wow, what
damn.
Uplifting message from Mom Tender this morning.
Look,
Thank you.
she returned it properly as well. She didn't leave it in a box on the side of a road.
No, didn't do the free puppy box thing, which
Yeah.
is a great way to get rid of a puppy. But Vanessa gave it back to the place she got it from.
Yeah. So we finally have a reason for why the Foo Fighters fired drummer Josh Freese. In a recent interview, Dave Grohl did explain what happened, and he explained that it wasn't just him making the decision by himself. It was a decision that the band made together, and they made it over the course of many months. And he said, basically we called Josh and we were like, hey man, that was awesome. That was such a blast. Thank you so much. But we're going to move on and find another drummer. And since then, there's been a lot of talk about it. And he said there was a lot of talk because they didn't make any kind of announcement as a band. It was basically just Josh saying, I was fired. I was not given any kind of a reason. And he said, Josh said it best when he said that he didn't feel our music really resonated with him, and that's really important. So there's the reason. If you ever needed closure on that, there's your closure.
I mean, there's the public reason, but let's be honest. What's the reason, right?
Smelled. He must have smelled.
Must have, right? Because you think about any time you've had a breakup for whatever the reason. Oh, it's not you, it's me, or you're great, we're not vibing. But the reality is you're thinking to yourself, like, it's a
the
lot
music's not resonating. The BO is.
Right. It's a lot of queefing.
I don't know about this.
All right. Jake, it's not you.
It's been awesome.
It's us.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying? But you're great, dude. You're great.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to your KROQ just after 10 o'clock on a Monday. That is the sound of your flight taking off. Heading to New Zealand, so you can go see Deftones, and we'd love to get you on that flight. Not that one, because that one just took off, but we'll get you on another one, a similar one, and all you got to do is be caller 20 right now at 800-520-1067.
And when that flight takes off, Klein will probably be right there in the In-N-Out parking lot watching you take off from LAX and enjoying every second of it while he enjoys his double-double.
Eating my double-double, mustard fry, grilled onions, extra pickles, looking up and saying, I wonder where that plane is going.
You and I have almost the same order at this point.
Dangerous, but it's a good order, and I love it. Nothing more than eating those, getting the In-N-Out mixed with the jet fuel. Ooh, get you a little buzz going. We'd love to get you on the plane as part of KROQ's Mile High Club, and that is the next destination. It's you going to New Zealand for Deftones, and caller 20, put your name on the standby boarding list right now at 800-520-1067. This hour on the show, we'll get into a little Johnny Doesn't Know lightning round, and in honor of the U.S. winning gold at the Olympics playing ice hockey in overtime and a man losing his teeth while doing the job. We wanted to celebrate all of your way less cool ways you've lost your teeth. Usually when people have a story that involves, and then I lost my teeth, the story is not nearly as cool as while winning a gold medal for my country for the first time in 40 years.
No, it's usually things like, I did meth over a number of years.
Right. Or turned around too quickly and walked into a wall. Mm-hmm. And that's where Vanessa's puppy was. So I get it. If you have much lamer ways you've lost your teeth, obviously there's no cooler story than the one that we just got out of the Olympics yesterday. So the question is, lame ways you've lost a tooth. We'll get to that coming up. And who knows, maybe I'll even write you a handwritten tooth furry note since I'm so good at those.
Oh, yeah, the tooth fairy.
So
Congrats.
that'll be coming up a little bit later this hour on the show. And once again, no one will have a cooler story than what happened at the Olympics probably over the weekend. But you definitely have a lamer story, and we'll get to those coming up later this hour.
Well, Jack Hughes, yes, lost his teeth, but he also scored the winning goal. You, for example, lost your teeth when you were trying to catch a grounder that you did not even catch, and it wasn't even an important game.
No, it was practice before a game, and the grounder...
It was practice?
Yeah, it wasn't even during a game. And the grounder hit a rock right before I put my glove down, and it bounced right up and took out my first four teeth. In that moment.
Four? You lost 4?
Yeah, 4.
How come just the 2 are always falling out? What about the other 2?
The other 2, I believe, are locked in better. I don't know.
Top or bottom?
All on the top.
You don't know your teeth?
The first 4. The front 4 on the top all got knocked out.
Whoa.
Yeah, all knocked out. Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad grounder.
So they permanently put in the other 2, and then they just did the other. Did you lose money?
I don't know what happened, but I think insurance. I hit my premium, and they can only do 2 of them the right way.
Weak teeth, dude.
Hey, Sarah, you are caller 20. Good morning.
Woo! Thanks.
That's good news for you.
Exciting. Oh my God.
It means you're going to go on a standby boarding list, and if we call you back in a week, you're packing your bags and heading to New Zealand for Deftones, all right?
Yeah. Okay.
Hold
got
on.
it.
Thank you. Thanks for starting your day with us here on KROQ. Hold on 1 second. You'll have more chances every hour to get on that standby boarding list. Come back with Johnny Doesn't Know after Sum 41 if you'd like to play that with us. 1 question separates you from being a winner or a loser. And don't worry, either way, you'll probably be smarter than Johnny. If you'd like to play that, give us a call now, 800-520-1067. That is next.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
Johnny, one more day of being 27, and tomorrow it all falls apart. You did make a prediction this year, though. You said that you feared you were going to be a part of the 27 club, and that this was going to be the year you died. And then we reminded you that only legends die at 27, like Amy Winehouse or Kurt Cobain.
Well, those are the ones that are like living
legends.
Living life.
Right, but you didn't have to worry about that because you're just Postmaster Johnny. And now you're only a few hours away from making it to 28, which makes you completely irrelevant.
I mean, don't count it out yet. There's still about like 16 or 15 more hours in the day.
Right. What are you going to do? Anything dangerous between now and then?
Just go to the gorilla show. That's it. Where I could get stompled in the crowd and actually die.
Stompled.
Stompled.
Could get stompled.
You know what I mean.
Maybe they'll stomple some real words into your head. Who knows?
You know, you could have continued drinking and died like a real rock star.
Yeah.
Nah, those are fools that die like that.
Yeah.
I don't die like that.
Johnny is completely sober. He's proud of it. That's why he's going to be having a punishment. Tomorrow we will officially give that punishment away as we spin the wheel of punishments. And Johnny's heard a lot of the suggestions that you've sent to us, and please continue to get them to us. Right now, though, he stands between you and a prize. It's time for a lightning round of Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes
Stomple.
Stomple. Celebrating stupidity. 1 question. Johnny, which category would you like to go with today? It's you get to pick your destiny. Would you like to go with the European Union, prehistoric tools, extinct civilizations, tax laws of the Cayman Islands, or words that rhyme?
Words that rhyme, please.
Johnny's going to go with words that rhyme. Let me say good morning to Garen from West Hills, who will have an opportunity to predict will Johnny know or not know the answer to a very easy question. Hi, Garen, you ready to go?
Hey, good morning.
All you have to do, Sweet Divots, this is going to be one of those finish the phrases. Will Johnny be able to? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Will Johnny be able to finish that, yes or no?
Yes.
You think yes. Okay. Johnny, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. He says you will be able to finish this well-known rhyme. He's confident in you. If he's right, he wins. If he's wrong, he loses. You look confident-ish, but also like you're starting to try to stop laughing, and I'm trying to figure out why that is.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm just very perplexed at this one because I have never heard this in my 27 years of living. Ever heard anybody say this one?
No.
At all.
Do you remember any kind of nursery rhymes from when you were younger?
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock.
I will help you with this one because
Yeah,
I feel like you're
please.
struggling, and this guy predicted you would know. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack.
Share your pixie stick.
Oh.
The best you can come up with?
I've never heard this one. And
Jack,
I was a preschool
share your
TA.
pixie stick. Oh.
I'll give you a little more help. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped
into a ditch.
Oh, God.
Quick and ditch rhyme. Hold on. Hold on. Let me
Let's
cook.
try this again.
Okay.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped.
Into sticks.
Into sticks or sticks?
The stick sucks.
Let's see how many words I can give him before he gets it out.
Please, two
Just
more
keep
words.
giving it to him.
Jack be nimble,
Nimble,
Jack be quick, Jack jumped over.
A big pile of sticks.
All right. Well, Garen, I tried.
Mother Goose is full of crap.
I tried so hard thinking that maybe.
What was this one? How do you do it?
I'll try this again. Garen, you're out on the prize. I apologize.
We gave him lots of
Jack be
chances,
nimble,
too.
Jack be quick, Jack jumped over a.
I don't know.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped over a candle.
Oh, candlestick?
Hey,
There you go.
Johnny, you genius.
Wow, I
That's all
got
they
it.
had back then to jump over.
Man, Johnny thought he knew it, but there we go. You never heard that before.
I only know if you give a mouse a cookie. That's the only one I know.
Great.
That's not.
Also, not at all what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That was one, I think.
Well, sadly, no winner today. We're going to go ahead and open the phones again for you right now with a question that goes like this. You got to watch a man lose his teeth in the coolest way possible, winning gold medal for the U.S. team in the Olympics over the weekend. U.S. men's hockey, first gold medal in a long-ass time, taking down our mortal enemy of Canada. And as you watch the celebratory meme now that has circulated the internet, bloody missing teeth, the comment, Allie, that was made about I'm proud to be an American because we've got great dentists. I mean, it was a beautiful moment, and I think it made anyone who does not have all of their teeth feel proud. I know as a guy that's got not all my teeth, I was like, that is making me feel proud right now.
That's the goat right there.
That's
yeah,
the goat
this is
right
what
there.
he said.
Just, I'm lucky I'm from the best country in the world, and we got great dentists there, too. So I'm lucky I'm American, and they're going to fix me right up.
Yep.
So the question we have for you right now is, since you're not going to win the story for coolest way you lost your teeth, winning a gold medal in the Olympics, what is the lamest way you lost your teeth or a tooth? We'll take your stories next at 800-520-1067. That is next on KROQ.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 7. Do a haka on the Sky Tower. Climb a volcano. Visit Lord of the Rings filming location. When you see Deftones in Auckland, New Zealand. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 for your shot to get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy Warner Records. You could be off to see Deftones in the land of rugby, black sand, and a flight so long you'll come back with a new accent. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
You've ever had the dream where you wake up and you've lost all your teeth. That's a freaky dream to have, and I think it usually means that you think your life's out of control. And then there's the reality of when your tooth actually does fall out. It's usually not a good night, never something that's planned. It's always an oopsies. And as someone who has had my teeth knocked out by a baseball and then have continued to fall out at the least convenient times over the past 10 years of my life, it is like a holiday weekend or randomly I'm about to go somewhere and all of a sudden, thing falls right out. Happened on the show before, Allie.
Yeah, I remember I had a TaskRabbit come to my house one time and he was wearing a mask and I was like, wow, this guy's very still obsessed with COVID. What's going on? We're outside. Why does this guy have a mask? And at one point he was like, I apologize for this mask. I lost my tooth drinking out of a beer bottle.
Oh, man, that's another way they
and
go.
I was like, wow. And it was right in the front, and he couldn't see a dentist for days. So he was just going to walk around with a mask and let everyone judge him for that.
So, obviously, tons of lame ways we've lost teeth. And there's the coolest way you could possibly ever lose a tooth, which is winning the gold medal for the U.S. men's hockey team during the Olympics, as we all got to witness happen yesterday. And just once again, the glorious first words spoken after the victory.
I'm lucky I'm from the best country in the world, and we got great dentists there, too. So I'm lucky I'm American, and they're going to fix me right up.
So is that the greatest tooth loss story ever? Perhaps. So what is the lamest?
And it wasn't even there were teeth that were fully out, but then there was a weird half tooth.
Yeah, all
Those
blood, bloody gums.
Gross.
That guy didn't look like a flosser. Right now, we'll take your calls, and up for grabs a 4-pack of tickets. KROQ storms Bear Mountain this Saturday. So let's say hi now to Danielle on KROQ. Good morning. Hi, welcome to KROQ. What lamest story you've lost your tooth? What happened?
Good morning, Sweet Dibbits.
Sweet Dibbits.
I opened up the cupboard. I bought my daughter a Stanley cup for Christmas, the big old one. And I opened up the cupboard the beginning of around January something, and it fell out. If I hadn't moved to the side a little bit, I probably would have broke my nose, but it broke my big front tooth. So, and I just barely got it, and I'm still trying to learn to talk with it.
Yeah, I mean, those Stanley Cups, obviously, they weigh a ton.
Oh, I know.
Allie's got one right now. Imagine dropping that on Allie. Allie, just drop that on your face and see what that does to your tooth right there.
Okay.
It's a guaranteed tooth knocker right there. So the Stanley Cup that you bought her fell out of the cabinet onto your mouth, knocked your tooth out.
Yep, I had to have a root canal just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, man, that is...
Thanks, Stanley. Can you sue for that? I mean, these are too large.
Definitely one of the lamest stories. If you're going to go opposite ends of tooth loss, guy wins gold medal, woman drops Stanley Cup on mouth.
Isn't that what you win when you win in hockey?
Stanley, it's ironic, really. Not in the Olympics, Allie, but yes, the Stanley Cup in actual hockey. Hey, Christian, what happened to you? Good morning.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, what's
Hi.
up?
Did you lose your teeth or what?
Well, I chipped my tooth.
What happened?
20 years old at a party. Girl and I were going went around for a little while, and I got led up to the bedroom. They stabbed my face, chipped my tooth.
That's actually not a lame story. I mean, losing a tooth, making out with a chick is still a great story. It's not as good as winning the gold medal at the Olympics, but it's not lame like dropping a Stanley Cup on your face.
Wait, was there a face sit?
Oh,
Did I hear that?
Did she sit on your face?
Yeah. She was sitting on my face, facing the wall, the headboard, holding onto the headboard, and riding my face. And that's when she chipped my tooth, and I was,
I think that's a better story than the Olympics one. I think he's going for top story now, Allie.
You win the gold.
Yeah, you win.
I know, you won the Stanley Cup of Life.
What does she have going on down there?
I
She
know,
chipped
that was
her
my
tooth,
first
man.
thought. I was like, isn't it why is it that rough?
Must be an Allie level of pubes right there.
Those teeth.
David, hi, good morning. Welcome to KROQ. Hi, David. What's up? You're on KROQ. Hi.
Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, so this happened probably about a month ago. I was blowing on a hot, bowl of soup, and two teeth popped out and landed right in the bowl of soup.
What? How could
Did you knock the teeth on the bowl of soup, or were they already loosies?
I must have been blowing hard. It must have been a little loose, but I was blowing so hard, two teeth popped out, landed in the bowl of soup.
Oh, still ate the soup, though.
Of course. You can't waste perfectly good tooth soup.
So...
That's disgusting. But I would imagine also. We say hi to Oz now.
There
on
had to
KROQ.
have been something wrong with your teeth. If you blow on something hard enough, your teeth don't just come
What are
out.
you, the big bad wolf? What are you doing?
I failed to mention it was meth soup. It was meth soup. Hey, Oz on KROQ. Hi, what happened to you?
Hey, love you guys. I was walking down some stairs, hands in my pockets as the last 3 steps. Slipped the last third step and couldn't get my hands in my pocket. Slammed right into my teeth.
That's such a funny image.
Yeah.
You just fall with your hands in your pockets.
Your hands
and my hands out.
You look so cool.
I get to put my hands down for the final 3 steps. These are no problem. Close to earth, and then boom, go down.
I don't need my hands to walk down these steps. I can keep them in my pockets.
Oh, man, that's a bummer right there.
Pretty cool.
Well, you lost your teeth in lame ways.
Sometimes those pockets are tight, too.
Not everyone can lose their teeth in cool ways, like U.S. gold medal champions on the hockey team. Other people have stories like walking downstairs with their hands stuck in their pockets. And that's what we're here to celebrate
I mean,
today.
it's so great that you weren't even athletic enough to get them out. You couldn't get them out.
Esperanza, you're on KROQ. Good morning. How'd you lose your teeth?
Morning.
Hi.
So it's Friday Night Lights. My kids this is like 15 years ago, playing football. I ordered some kettle corn.
Oh,
so I'm eating the popcorn. Yeah, I'm eating the popcorn. Next thing you know, I feel a kettle. I mean, one of those kettles, little, rocks or whatever. So I spit it out. Why does my molar come out?
Oh.
Hey,
that's a back one, though.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, but that's a kernel. The kernel gets you every time, man. There's those kernels.
I can't eat even one piece of popcorn. It immediately is just, I feel like it just disintegrates into my teeth.
So good, though.
I don't think I ever swallow anything.
I know, Allie, but come on, who has the willpower to not eat the kettle corn, too? It's so great. And there's a good chance you're going to lose a tooth, but you got to still plow through it.
Yeah, I mean, that is probably one of the riskiest foods to eat, and people still eat it.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It is the best. And I don't think there's a time recently I've gone for a dental cleaning where they don't pull something out. They're like, hey, have you had popcorn recently? And I would feel gross if I was like, no.
5 months ago.
The answer always would be yes, actually, on the way here. I had it driving here today. Let's say hi to Zeke on KROQ. It's ways you've lost a tooth. Hi, Zeke.
Hey, what's good, man? Check this out, man. I'm outside. I get into a little altercation with these two fools. While my homeboy, mind you, he in the car, he going for a little ski ride. I end up getting into this altercation with these guys, right? And then I get cracked in the mouth with a Corona bottle. My teeth go in. I pushed it back.
Oh.
So I end up losing my teeth because, nobody had my back. I had to fight two guys at once.
Oh, man.
So that's why I got gold teeth now.
Corona bottle or Coronita bottle?
No, it was a Corona bottle.
Oh, okay. That's less lame.
Man, Klein, you should have gone gold teeth.
You know what I was thinking about? I was actually thinking that this guy in the Olympics, he should be given gold teeth to go with the gold medal. I know he's probably going to go white again. But
I also think that hockey players, don't they kind of wear those toothless smiles as like a badge of honor?
Yeah,
Some of them,
times.
they just have like an insert that they just take out.
And I think a lot of times they don't bother doing the proper fix because they know they're just going to come out again anyway at some point.
God.
Let me say
Well,
hi.
at least that was a valiant effort, Zeke. You tried to beat up two guys. It was 2-on-1, got hit with a beer bottle.
Gilbert, we saw a man lose his teeth over the weekend winning a gold medal for the Olympic hockey team. But what is the lamest way you've lost a tooth?
Name's Joe. Sweet Divots, by the way.
Sweet Divots.
I was on deployment. We did a swim call off the aircraft carrier, and a 17-foot drop. I chickened out halfway through, but too much momentum. Face forward, down to the water.
Oh man. Committed to doing a manly thing.
Such a non-heroic scenario
your plan
for a
was
heroic
to,
job.
you were supposed to jump off of an aircraft carrier, is that correct?
Yep, 17 feet into the water.
And then you got scared and you went back?
Yeah, I was the only one hurt. And ship dentist called everyone in, like, hey, this guy got hurt, lost a tooth on a swim call.
Oh, no.
No
The
one
ship
heard.
dentist had to call a meeting for everyone.
You definitely get an embarrassing nickname
All
for
right.
that.
Yeah. There he is. Chippers over there.
Yeah.
All right. Al, we've heard a lot of lame-ass stories. Who's going to go Storm Bear Mountain? Come
God,
on.
I mean, hands in the pockets falling.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, it's not nearly as cool as winning a gold medal while losing your teeth. You walked down a couple of stairs, hands in pocket, fell down, couldn't pull your hands out, lost some teeth. Congratulations. You'll be going to KROQ Storms Bear Mountain.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. You're not thinking we'd play some Crazy Town before we got the hell out of here? You don't know us at all then. We're going to leave, and Slugger will be in to get you more spots on that standby boarding list.
Nope.
Oh, actually, that's right. Postmaster Johnny's in today. My fault. Postmaster Johnny, the genius known as Postmaster Johnny, will be in, which explains why we have this takeaway. Jack jumped over a big pile of sticks on the text line. Postmaster Johnny will be in here to take you through the next 4 hours, get you on that standby boarding list so you can travel to New Zealand and see Deftones, and then you'll have more chances to win that with us again tomorrow. We will be back with more of those tickets for you to go Storm Bear Mountain. If you want some lift tickets, we'll make that happen for you as well. And if you need anything in the meantime, you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Klein Alley Show. Find us on YouTube at KROQ. And if you want to get last-minute submissions in, we're going to start picking our favorites for who will be the official cover of our podcast. We have to officially swap that out on all places where you can get our podcast. And there's been some great submissions that came through over the weekend. A lot of AI slop, but also some real human slop as well.
Some people were working on stuff.
We appreciate the human slop, too.
Yeah.
So get them to us, and you could be the official cover of the Klein Alley Show podcast, which is bragging rights for you, I'm sure. More importantly, it helps us, and we thank you in advance for all of the people that have sent us stuff, even if it's insulting to us personally, which most of them are.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate it nonetheless. All right, takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
818, my takeaway is they have great health insurance in Canada.
Great health insurance in the great country of Canada, according to Allie.
562, my takeaway is get a free donut for Gold Medal Monday.
Yeah, we're going to see today if Jake has as much success as he did yesterday. Once again, proving that you never have to pay for a donut if you just go in and make up a holiday or wear a costume. And today is this what today sounded like, but
I'm here for the free Super Saturday donut. I'm here for the free Super Saturday donut.
Yeah, Jake got himself a free Super Saturday donut, so his streak is continuing at Krispy Kreme's. Will he be able to succeed today with his request for the free gold medal donut?
208 and many others, their takeaway is a rose. Looks like a rose.
Hey, now you know. No one ever knew, but now you do.
Ryan's roses, move over. It's time for Klein's roses. 650, my takeaway is Jake scammed me into pistol grip tickets. And 626.
Pixel grip.
626, my takeaway is moms wear Apple Watches so we can track down our phones and count our steps.
That's what it's all about. Jake, you have a takeaway?
Yeah, Alan needs to walk free.
That'll walk free. Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is don't get stompled to death.
You do not want to get stompled. You definitely do not. Allie, you have a takeaway?
My takeaway is DQ. Is there anything you can't do?
I don't think so. They're amazing. They figured it all out.
They're amazing.
Have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, there's a GOAT line for you, 844-956-GOAT. And you can find us all over the place. Until then, all right, goodbye.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Klein and Alley, it's just okay.
Wow.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.